And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 129. So I hope you guys have been having a great week so far. We have a lot of interesting topics to go over tonight, and like you guys have been enjoying the content that I've been releasing so far, we do essentially the content on these shows, and then I essentially just release the clipped version of the content to you guys as basically video. So that way, just in case you can't watch the show live or you have had no chance to listen into the replay, don't worry. The actual videos that we do on the show will be released to you. So don't worry about that. And also, we're working on, pumping out more consistent content. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. And our panel shows are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturday. So Saturday, we should have a few new, not like guests, but a returning guest who was Black, and another guy I haven't talked to in so long, actually, since he was on an episode, I think, of Iron Man podcast, I think, the last time. So he'll be on the MSK show this time around. So you guys know how it goes. I lure you guys in with my amazing Riz, and then I just bam, I hit you over the head with a bat, and then you're all the way invested into the content that we're doing here. Sounds pretty good, right? Right, Gray?
It does sound like your strategy to hariz and then assault. Yeah, that checks out.
Oh, yeah, gosh, man.
You might be pronouncing harass wrong, but that sounds right.
Man, oh, good Lord, you guys don't even know the half of it. So Melanie Mack decided to herself she was going to release a Goonergate address video. Okay, so right now I'm currently debating on, do we essentially do an EFAP version of it on here? Not obviously tonight, because that's not the plan.
Well,
or do I
just probably have to turn your camera off, right? Like, you probably couldn't actually watch that video without gooning yourself, right?
Or I simply just, do it the same way I did my Rip-A-Veal showcase video. I just essentially turn on OBS and just EFAP it myself. I don't know yet. Still kind of deciding on it. I'll probably have a decision on it probably later on tonight after we finish the show, after I get some more videos, kind of ready to be released tomorrow. So yeah, it's been a pretty quiet week so far. January has been pretty dead and slow, like most people know it as the month it should be. Next month, we have the Super Bowl. So during Super Bowl Sunday, I don't know if we'll have the Cloud9 podcast that week. So we'll probably just end up having it later on that Monday, the day after, obviously. So yeah, we got a lot of good stuff.
Super Bowl, is it the 4th or is it the week after?
Ooh, I don't know. Super Bowl Sunday. Let me see. Have they announced it yet?
I'm supposed to go to award this, and I still wanted to see the Super Bowl though, but it's like 2 hours away from me. So I'm like, now I got to figure it out.
2025 date. Let me see. February 9th this year.
Okay, cool. So it's the week after. Right on.
Awesome. Hell yeah. I can't wait to see my team there. Right, guys? Yeah, it's crazy. I'm an Eagles fan, and my friend James is a Rams fan, and our teams are facing off against each other in the round coming up. So whoever wins that gets to have bragging rights. And I can't wait to have bragging rights. I can't wait to win and stomp my friend's team on the way to a Super Bowl. Can't wait to hold a trophy. And then all the women are going to be coming after me, trying to get with me. No? Yes.
Aren't most women taller than you? So is that the only reason they're going to be able to see you, is because you're going to be holding up a trophy? So you'll finally be 6 foot?
I mean, most women look down on him, yeah.
I'm 5'9". What are you talking about? Is that not considered tall?
Oh,
really?
Yes.
That's crazy. I'm a tall king. You guys are like short kings. That's
I know.
crazy.
I've dated a couple women that were 5'9". I still look down on them.
Oh my god, I hate you guys. All right, hi Emily, how you doing? Oh, John, what's up, man? How you doing? Problematic white guy. Yeah, see, I'm a problematic white guy myself. I can understand why we get each other. You're a problematic white guy. I'm a problematic white guy.
You haven't even seen Lethal Weapon, man. Your white card is revoked.
Hey, I've seen Dragon Ball Z.
Though.
Can you do the fusion dance? If you can do the fusion dance, you're white to me.
I mean, I can't dance at all. That's pretty white.
Yeah, the story checks out.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't dance either. So like, if I ever went to a freaking club, like one of those nightclubs, or whatever, I can't dance. I would have to like sit down and just look at the girls do it because I'm not getting up and looking like a loser. It's not happening. You know, I'd much
Why
rather.
is that the one place you won't let that happen?
Well, because I'd rather be the guy outside that asks them the questions. You guys seen the Facebook reels and the Instagram stuff like that, where the guy would be like, "Hey, yo, where would you like the guy to leave it at?" And then you just talk to just like drunk women or.
So like that song where it's like, how are you gonna laugh from outside the club? You can't even get in.
Man, I've heard girls say some of the most absolutely ludicrous things. Like one of the girls, I just watched this recent one the guy posted where he asked her, "What is your craziest confession?" She was like, "I had sex with my child's father's cousin, and then my second kid is his cousin's." I was like,
I've
wow.
heard some pretty bad ones, man.
Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal. I was just pointing out.
There's that one chick who's like, "Oh, I went and I hooked up with my ex in the middle of the night and came back to my actual boyfriend, and then he went down on me."
Yeah,
it was like, "Oh God,
that's just disgusting."
Women are terrible, man.
If I found out that was the girl I dated and she did that, I'm not gonna lie. All her stuff would be on the street. I'm not. No, I would just be like, "Nah, you did that. That's a fucking bitch that's for the streets." Nah, I'm good. Imagine just literally eating another guy's nut in your mouth. God, yeah, fresh jizz in the middle of the night. Shit. Gosh, that's not fine cuisine, people. You know.
Yeah, you get your hot protein on tap right there, man.
That's not a protein drink you want to be drinking at night, you know? Oh God. But
no.
Great. Have you ever like licked the jizz out of another man's
nope. I'm gonna stop you there. The answer is no.
You never ate jizz out of your wife's vagina ever, you know?
No. Can't say I have or will. But
yeah.
You know, good times. I can definitely see how your mind works.
Yeah, you know, hey, I'm just saying what the girl said, so I'm good. But
sure.
Yeah,
you're good.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do about that. I mean, it would be kind of fun.
What's that old quote? We're all in the gutter. Some of us are looking at the stars. He's looking in the fucking sewage pipes. All right, like
that's how you get the dinner.
Well, may your dinner be ever flowing. I don't know.
Oh God.
Good Lord, that's dinner from people's like buttholes. So
are we back to shotgun talk? Because that's where this is going.
I think so. It sounds a little better to me.
Speaking of like sewers, later on when we talk about Rush Hour, remember part of Rush Hour 3 where they're running from Lee's adopted brother? They were in the sewer. God, if you understand, they actually legitimately, it wasn't CGI. I had the DVD back in the day. They actually filmed themselves being in the sewer. They had to get a permit from the city or whatever to film inside the sewer. That is disgusting. Could you imagine having to slide down a sewer and getting into the actual water of it? I'm good. That's disgusting.
We used to have this this pipe. It was called Tunnel 13. It wasn't quite the sewer, but it's like where water would run off into the wash area. And this would go through like the top of my town into like another town. And you'd just sit on a skateboard and you'd go through this tunnel for like 4 miles, about 3 miles in the dark. It was nuts, but we all did it. It was a lot of fun. That wasn't quite the sewer though, but it was still pretty gnarly.
We had a storm drain when I was a kid that was kind of the same thing. I don't think it was 3 miles, but we would get it was at least and go on that. But it was a storm drain.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was nothing like that. It's not where MSK lives. It was no sewer. But you know, one day you'll maybe be Master Splinter. I know that's what you're looking for.
Not necessarily. I'm just trying to be a good-looking, hot, rich guy. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, keep trying.
Hey, what if I already am a hot, rich, good-looking white guy?
Then my eyes deceive me.
Possibly. I'm old enough. I could be. John, have you ever dated a black girl? Like a Shaniqua? One of those ones with like no hair? Well, I guess they have hair. It's just you pull it out and it's not there. So I guess it's fake, essentially, right? Sci-Fax dated a black girl before, so he knows how
she was very whitewashed. She was very whitewashed, though. You know, she wasn't very black at all. Like
she probably is the for the girl that's like, man, I hate these black women. I'm like, yo, that sounds kind of racist, right? They don't care. I don't know if black women really get that concept where if you say you hate a certain race, you're racist. They just, in their minds, they can't believe they're racist if they say those things.
Well, it's funny about like about 6 years after that, we stopped dating or whatever. It's like I always wondered what happened to her, and then I would randomly saw her post. She's like, "Oh, I just got out of jail," and she got all addicted to fentanyl and shit. And I'm like, that adds up. You finally caught up to your culture. I get it. No.
Wow, that sounded like MSK.
Stealing his jokes. That's all.
Appropriation.
As we do over here. Like MSK tries to appropriate white people.
MSK, you are muted, sir.
Oh, I knew. I just had to segregate the whites and the Mexicans on this show. That way I can't hear your guys' horrible opinions about movies because I'm a genius. No?
Dude, you haven't even seen some of the movies we were talking about.
I know. I'm projecting here. That's how you live life now. You just simply project and talk bullshit.
Me and Greg are getting too old for this shit.
Indeed.
See, he doesn't know where that's from.
He has no idea what that means.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I wanted to make sure I found the right one. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna start here in just a moment. But yes, everyone, just to let you know, I mentioned this on the last show with Savage Dad. This is the last show I'll pretty much mention this on, so it's enough episodes to kind of make sure everyone knows this. No one did anything wrong. It's simple YouTube stuff. Anytime I do content with any people on the shows, the panel shows, links will be in the description box below to go subscribe to them on YouTube and to go follow them on Twitter. Gray talks to that dark kid, and you got to get her to come on one of these shows so I can talk to her about living in. Doesn't she live in like Saudi Arabia?
Refuse to be your wingman, sir. Under any circumstance,
you can't be a wingman.
I'm still not going to help you. Get her to show up on your show. She's made some good decisions in her life. I don't want her to start making poor ones now.
Gray, why can't you be a homie like in the hood? You got to help a homie out. Give me a homie favor. No,
I would help out a homie. I got to admit, I would. But it's not a homie that's asking.
Oh my god! You see, Sci-Fax gets it. He's a homie. I'm like, hey yo, man, can you try to get that girl to like give me your number, like, or let me get her a conversation with her? He'd be like, yeah, man. He'd give me a fist bump, said the N-word.
The only person you helped me find, the only person you asked me to help you get on was another dude. So that kind of adds up.
Okay, so he's not on my side. He's actually sabotaging me. And just saying, I haven't had Kitty on forever. I haven't did a one-on-one with her in a while too, so I gotta talk to her. She's just, I forgot, her time zone is even harder to nail down. She's like 10 hours ahead over there where she's at. I generally think she's in like Saudi Arabia, but it's not. It's like Dubai or some shit. Good lord. Ugh.
Could be one of the countries you mentioned. Yeah.
She did live in Africa, so she technically is more black than me. She has my black card.
I mean, that's a given.
So is Elon Musk.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, because before we go and start the topics, there is this discussion about like wives and shit on Twitter, like it usually is. You guys know what Elon Musk, he like had a bunch of like ex-wives or whatever, and they just live with him, and it's like big giant mansion or whatever. And someone asked like, why are they okay with that? Just to point out to people, women themselves always, I'm just saying, they love money. A lot of them do. So essentially, if you're gonna live there, and basically they might have had conversations that were like, hey, let's not do like courts and shit. How about you just live here? You shut the fuck up. You're getting a free room and board. You get all the food, room service, everything, and you just live here. They're probably fine with it.
They probably all got their own credit cards with unlimited funds on it. So
yeah.
Pretty easy to be like,
his deal probably with them was like, let's not do.
I can handle this in life.
Yeah. Also, he probably didn't sign. Okay, so correct me wrong. You sign a prenup, you don't lose everything. But if you don't sign one, you do. Whatever the situation was, he probably, I'm guessing, didn't sign the prenups or whatever to like lose everything. So essentially, when they like broke up, they'd be like, well, I don't want to go back home. Because like, imagine a girl, like you're with the guy, he's a billionaire. It's like, do you want to go back to the lifestyle that we have, like poor motherfuckers? Probably not, So they would sacrifice their, I'll say, self-dignity, because this happens in other countries too. Probably like,
Let's be clear. Anyone that Elon Musk has married definitely was not living the same lifestyle as MSK.
Not even.
So don't lump them in with you. They're not going back to your lifestyle.
Go back to that lifestyle if ever, man. There's no way they would ever even conceive a world where that doesn't happen in their minds, you know? So I imagine they're happy with it. And you know, I tell people this too. If they're not, they can leave. Go find another billionaire, rich guy in the world to take care of you and your fucking 3 kids. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So
great. They don't want to go back to that awesome place where you know there's just live music downstairs all the time because he lives above a jazz studio. You know, you don't want to go back to that.
I'm just saying, like, how many people have had to, like, either with a bad roommate or an ended relationship, who hasn't had to like finish out a lease? I mean, come on, you can live with somebody you're not getting along with, and if you make it like this sprawling estate, come on, I could do that anytime.
You know he doesn't. You know Elon doesn't like dealing with like the court system. I know he either like, hey, I'll give you $100,000, just shut the hell up. You can live here for free, whatever. I know he probably did something like that because who wants to deal with like court systems? They're trash.
I moved in with an ex of mine because she had a better spot than I did at the time. And,
you're a terrible person.
And then when we split up, like we were still on good terms, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll find a new place. And about 2 weeks after we split up, her dog killed the owner's dog, and so she had to leave. And I was like, cool, I get the place. It was kind of a fucked up way to get it, but I guess
it was almost a win-win, just not for the owner.
Syphax is a squatter. Oh my god!
Oh, this was like 15 years ago.
I guess that term wasn't. Oh, they used to be called nesters back in the day. That's the term I heard. Good lord. Hi WZ. How you doing, man? Hi Walter. Hi Michael. All the white guys. Hey. Now we have a problematic white guy here. He's one of us. He's on my team. He's like, you know what? I'm going black and I'm not going back.
See, except
John, I got you.
John,
yep, I accept you. Fist bump, bro. Fist bump.
That might be going a bit far, assuming that he's on your team. You know, hate watching is a thing as well.
Man, okay.
Dude, I'm on the show and I only hate watch. It's crazy.
Back in the day, we did have hate watchers, but essentially, like, since I got out of all that drama bullshit, they all not here anymore. I'm good. The only people that hate watch me are no one.
Right
not
here on the
no. They just hate my existence because, you know, clout, riches, good looks, you know, they want to be me. It's fine. All the guys want to be me. All the girls want to be with me. Why do you think I'm watching this? Oh, reality based. Oh, that's the European guy. I forgot his name.
Ryan Roger Athay? Come on, Ryan man.
Yeah, Skirby.
Come on.
The Skirby Europe guy. I like that guy. I haven't talked to Ryan in forever. He does the show with, I think, Anna. Anna's Game Land's on that too. I think her friend Clifton's on that one too. So, yeah, I know who Ryan is.
A lot of people like him. He's awesome. And it sounds like John has way more clout than you do, sir.
You know, John, I remember when I first had him on for a one-on-one on the Iron Man podcast. I think it was that episode was like the Rumble part of it that was exclusive there for a little bit. He was like, I just called them tranny demons. I'm like, oh God, geez, okay. That's oh Lord, man. So
what's wrong with that? No.
Oh, someone got banned in the LGBTQ Reddit today because they said, so it's LGBTQ, right? So bi implies you like both genders. So doesn't that just confirm there's only two?
And like the person lettuce, got banned. Bacon, tomatoes, and guacamole, right? Like,
yeah.
It's the things you want on your tacos. Like,
don't you want that on your Whopper? Or it's fine. You know, I love me some bacon. Because Tiny said, MSK, we can't get married because you're never going to give up bacon. And I'm like, you know what? You're baking me crazy. But yeah, I can't do it. You know, I can't give up bacon. I love licking crispy, soft bacon and putting it in my mouth.
No, we get you. Meat. You got to put that crispy, succulent meat in your mouth. No, we understand. Tuesday.
It's Wednesday. It's not happening. Good Lord, man. But yeah, you know, she can't handle a real man like myself. Hey, Kat.
Yeah.
Do you ever accidentally like back up and hit her on the chair?
No, I usually try to get her away from all the equipment here because I use 2 mic stands for all my stuff, and she just swats at them during it, and it's really annoying.
Man. That's why I can't have an animal because I have books. So I would have to essentially get a cage and put it in there when I go to work because if you have cats go to everything. They literally claw at everything. That's why you get them scratch posts. Does the little guy with scratch post or whatever?
Oh yeah, she has a bunch of stuff, but what she tends to use are my cabinets for my music equipment. So that's always pleasant, you know. She fucks all those up.
Yeah, I think cats are better than dogs to have, but man, they just want to get into everything. They're not just little like.
Well, this spot here is it's a warehouse, so she's a warehouse cat. So I'm just upstairs in a warehouse that we work out of and stuff. I just made a little nook here to stream, but it's easy because
and any speaker cabinet kind of looks like a cat toy anyway. It's got like the carpet around it and everything.
Yeah, some of them do. The one she fucked up though doesn't. It just has like that kind of black kind of like vinyl around it. Whatever that stuff is. And it's like she exposed all the wood on it, and I'm like, God damn it! Like,
yeah, man.
Luckily, she hasn't jumped up to hit my guitar head because I have a guitar head that was on tour with Eric Clapton, and it's like really old. So I'm like, oh, man. Yeah, it's a Fender Showman, like I believe a 67 or something. Thing's really nice.
Damn. Yeah. MSK, what do you have to compete with the Showman 77? Come on.
I got an omnibus. Does that count? I have several of them. I have several books. What else do I have today? Like today, Lily came home, took a nap, just got some content done, edited out of the podcast episodes that we've been doing recently from like the other one and then this one. And yeah, just ready to have the rest of my night because tomorrow I'm off so I can get some more stuff done. That is a big old cat. Hey, kitty, go do something.
She's actually pretty tiny.
Oh, really? Huh.
I used to have a 25-pound Maine Coon, man. That thing.
Why?
Those things are huge, man.
Yeah, she was a fatty. But she could still jump up on the sink, which was astonishing. Like you just watch this giant ball of fluff jump like 4 feet. And I was like, how are you doing this?
Yeah, I've seen a cat that basically just acted like a dog. So it was just really fat, but it was so cool. That thing was awesome.
she chased a police dog out of my house when it got raided like 20 years ago.
Good Lord, man.
Don't ask why I was getting raided. It was my mom's deal.
Oh my goodness. I heard the person was high ranking in the LGBTQ community. I think they might have been the top G. Lies. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. Power bottom G's. A top G. Yes. Top GB. You guys are terrible people. MSK is at the bottom explaining what a top G he is. Good Lord. You guys are insane. So, yeah, let's get right into it. I love talking about some Naruto. I actually want to talk about this for a while. I just didn't know what to do it with because, it's not too many anime fans we have around here. But, I'm an anime connoisseur. Superman still beats Goku. I don't care what anyone says. I think Black Adam would probably beat the shit out of most of the Dragon Ball Z characters. Just Black Adam himself would probably be able to do it. And no way Minato is Superman. Yeah, what?
The only reason that Superman wouldn't though is because Goku can go and fight anywhere. Superman needs to be around a red sun or a yellow sun or whatever.
You know what's crazy? I think he'll definitely because a lot of people think when I say he'll beat him, like he's going to be like a one shot. No, I think it'll be a long fight. I think eventually his power would run out because even still to this day, even in Dragon Ball Super, if people read the manga, Ultra Instinct itself can run out. Like it ran out in Dragon Ball Super when he was fighting up against Jiren. The power just literally stopped working. Like if his power stops working against Superman, that's pretty much over. I don't know how you win at that point. So unless they kind of fix that, I would probably put it in his favor. But man, oh my God, holy shit! Why do people do this? They're still debating on the Flash versus Minato from Naruto. No, God, okay. The Flash destroys Minato. It's even if you were to powers or what's that thing? The scaling thing.
What do they say? He can run like 20,000 times faster than the speed of light or something. Yeah. There's some comic out there where versions
of the Flash can do that. Yeah, that's just
so
one.
It's like, he's literally destroying reality at a certain speed. Like
and what is Minato's biggest like speed feat? Like he dodged the Raikage attack. That's like the only speed feat he has is like, okay. I don't think people know this. The Flash, it was a comic book where he was racing.
If you're fast enough to literally time travel, I'm pretty sure that beats any anime character that doesn't do that.
Most of them. I forgot what story it was, but it was a Superman Flash race they had. not I think it was 2 of them, but one of them I remember looking up was they were racing each other, and the Flash during said race diverted away from the race to go do something else to save people, and then come back to race Superman. Do you know how fast you have to be to actually move to do that? Guys, Minato can't win. It's so stupid of a debate to have. Minato versus the fucking Flash. He would get dumpstered into the fucking dirt. I'm sorry. I love me Yellow Flash. I love me some Naruto's dad, but goddamn, he is not beating Barry. It's just not. He wouldn't even beat Wally West, for being honest. Wally West is faster too. You know.
You watched that new Netflix one yet? That Yakamoto or whatever that guy's name, Sanomoto or something. What's his name? No, it's like that old dude. It's an old dude who's a retired assassin. They only have the one episode out on Netflix right now. It just came out, but
we stream 20-30 hours a week. Yeah, we pretty much stream every. Okay, so what days don't we stream? I know we stream Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Hold on, MSK. The adults are talking. That show looks awesome, Sci-Fax. I'm just letting a couple of episodes bank up, but that one looks so awesome.
How dare you? How dare
really
you?
Good. Like I thought there was 2 episodes out because when I clicked on it, it said there was. So I was like, oh, cool, there's at least 2. And then I clicked on it and it only played the 1. I was disappointed. But I mean, the episode was really fucking good. But
the teaser trailer looks amazing on that.
Greg, do you think I pay you good money here?
Sakamoto Day.
I'm really looking forward to that. Netflix has actually kind of impressed me with some of their last few ones. Like Dan to Dan and a couple other ones are pretty awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Dan to Dan, that fucking song. Jesus.
You guys ready for a gigabanger? Like an absolute gigabanger? Like one that'll just destroy your mind and soul?
Is it Parasite 808?
Oh, shit. Oh, what? Talk about forgettable movies that won like awards. Parasite won that award. I forgot what year it was. I think it was 2018 or whatever. And everyone just forgot it exists. You know, most movies
it was a pretty decent movie.
Not everybody. It's awesome. It's a Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah, it's really good
awesome, man. He's doing Mickey 17 this year, which keeps getting pushed back, but I want to see it. I really like Parasite, man.
What was the
like South Koreans got it down right now, man. South Korean movies usually are way better than a lot of stuff out here. Like almost
shows too.
Wasn't everything awesome. Everywhere all at once? That won an Academy Award or some shit like that. That was A24's like highest grossing movie. Yeah. Fucking hell.
That one was just, I mean, it was pretty weird, but it was good. It was all right. But it was very weird.
Yeah. Someone said it was just a better Multiverse of Madness. And I'm like, well, that's not even
it's not a high bar.
Yes. Multiverse of Madness was not good. Like, holy crap.
It had some Raimi moments that were cool, but
you have to walk over a jump rope levels of like bar, you know. It's just
I'm just saying that mirror scene is so Raimi and awesome, but it doesn't make the movie worth it.
No. Not at all.
Yeah, it's because he came in so late. Like people got to keep in mind, by the time they got Sam Raimi, Scott Derrickson was like halfway. They were still kind of like not only filming, they were like still debating on what they want to do with him, like his vision or whatever. Like it's hard to blame him when he came in like literally when half of the movie's already finished. You know, like I always blame him for Spider-Man 3. Should have not have listened to Avi Arad. Well, let's talk about Let's talk about everyone's favorite hidden leaf ninja. All right. See, Sci-Fax, my muscles are big too. I can definitely.
You're telling yourself that. No. Yeah, it's just the camera. It's just the angle. That's all.
The camera
hasn't even worked out for a while.
No. I gotta go back to the gym. I literally got my gym card because I lost it, and I just got to start going back. Maybe just go on the nights.
Oh, that was the problem. You just lost the gym card.
I did.
You know, and it's not like you could have gone back there and got another one or anything. Like
I just have a weight set downstairs instead. Like
I lost it. I thought I had it in my wallet, and I went over and I got another one. So I got to go back. I used to be buff and good looking, man. What happened to me? Just lost it. Holy shit.
Time.
All right.
Did you just hang a poster of like whatever famous black dude you were into at the time, and you just thought you looked like that?
That's funny. You thought I was into black guys. That's crazy. You're insane. You're losing me. You're losing me, guys. All right. You guys are here for the quality.
I'm pretty sure Gray's on my side on that one.
I hate you. I hate all of you guys. You guys are here for quality, and I'm going to give you guys that and quantity. You know, you can do both. In life, do not listen to people when they say you can't do both. You can always do both. You just have to dedicate your time to putting effort into both. You know, I put effort into everything I do, and it comes out beautiful. and everyone understands my mind. I'm a
do
genius.
believe that you're trying to do both.
Content-wise, not men and women. I like vaginas.
Sure.
Hey,
content-wise,
giving a woman orgasms is easy. You just lick.
You're bi for your content only. Yes.
I hate you guys. I hate all you guys. You guys are just fucking whatever. Doesn't matter. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Naruto live action film that is currently in development right now, and the studio that is working on putting out a Naruto live action film is Lionsgate. Now, recently, Lionsgate has just been pumping out the L's, so that doesn't actually give me any confidence that the movie is going to be anywhere in the realm of possibility of good, but who knows? I might be surprised when it eventually does come out. So, for those of you guys who don't know, I love Naruto. I've literally have watched it ever since it premiered here in America on Toonami. I initially didn't watch it on episode 1. I came in on episode 4, but back in the day, you could just get to watch shows on reruns. So I eventually watched the other prior episodes. And yeah, I've been with Naruto ever since. Manga. I even still have some of my old Naruto DVDs in my closet. Man, just... I love this anime. I really do. Would I put in my top 10 anime of all time? Probably would, given its impact and given how much I really enjoy it myself. Love a lot of the characters. And no, the internet will not convince me Sakura is a good character. I grew up watching that stupid piece of trash character weekly. I just binge it, right? Sakura will always be trash, and Naruto will forever be underrated. People are gonna ask, do you watch Boruto? I did watch Boruto up until the point where there was some weird time travel bullshit, and I just hated the way they treated his Hokage, inauguration. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm good with just Naruto Shippuden, and that one Boruto movie they put out, which was actually not that bad, honestly. So what about you, Gray? You watched Naruto for a long time. You love the anime itself?
Jesus, I'm sorry about that. I had a double mute going. I just started talking, and then all of a sudden MSK is gone again. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Yeah! They're doing crack! Man, people smoke crack, and you shouldn't do that.
Fine.
I swear it was not crack, but
hold on.
I can see why you would be so interested in Naruto, especially with Pervy Sage being one of your hero figures.
No.
All right. We'll get one restart. We're fine. Don't worry. My brain works. I'm ready to give you guys the most quality you've ever gotten in your life. Your buttholes are gonna expand in ways you can't even possibly imagine.
You mean to say mine's?
Well, my butthole is pretty retractable. Wait a minute. I'm actually fucking retarded. I'm actually insane. All right.
Is that what your domain expansion is? Is butthole expansion?
I think so. I think he just gave away the plot.
I'm truly not Diddy. I promise everyone. Okay.
Okay, then explain the baby oil.
I use cocoa butter. That's a black person thing.
I use cocoa butter for my tattoos, but that's about it.
All right.
So live action Naruto, you say?
Yes. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Naruto live action film that is currently in development, and the studio that is currently developing the Naruto live action film is Lionsgate. So recently, if you guys have been watching some of the newest movies that have been coming out that Lionsgate has been producing, they've kind of been producing a lot of like really bad movies. So them being the studio attached to the Naruto live action film doesn't really instill a whole lot of, confidence in me that the movie might be good, but who knows? We'll have to see when the movie comes out. Is it actually a good product? So for those of you guys who don't know, I love Naruto. I've been watching it ever since it came out here in America on Toonami. Watched on episode 4 initially, and then back in the day when reruns would happen weekly, I would just catch the episodes as they were reruns because it would come on at like a certain time of the day. And yeah, I've been with it ever since. I would buy the manga volumes consistently, waited to read it in Shonen Jump whenever we got those books every month. Yeah, I truly love Naruto. One of my favorite characters obviously is the first Hokage. I love me some Hashirama. Sasuke is one of my favorite characters as well. Do I watch Boruto? Well, I watched it up till a certain point, and then I was like, you know what? This is just a flaming pile of shit. So no, so my Naruto journey kind of ends with that first Boruto movie. But overall, I really, really enjoyed the anime. Definitely top 10 in my opinion. It's a lot of filler, but filler is kind of like getting through the wife's time of the month. You want to pound her eventually, but you gotta let her blow out some steam inside of her body first. So I'll ask you guys, did you guys have also watched Naruto? So with Gray, you've been with Naruto a long time, so
yeah, I gotta say, you certainly paint a picture with your words. I just wish that picture was decent. But yeah, I love Naruto, man. And you mentioned Lionsgate, which they're so hit or miss. Like they've had some really cool ones, like just within the last year. Like
Airplane was fun. Airplane was pretty fun. It was ridiculous, but it's fun.
What was Borderlands?
Yeah, so they did have a whole bunch of bombs like Borderlands, but they had like Boy Kills World. That was kind of fun last year. There was I'm looking really hard. Megalopolis was interesting.
Megalopolis.
I hated
they
it.
do a lot of the Jason Statham movies, and those are usually pretty fun too.
Yeah, they did
Wrath Man a couple years ago,
really
which
good.
wasn't horrible. John Wick 4. I guess they also did the Operation Fortune Restaurant or whatever.
They have the Saw movies.
Yeah, that's true. They did Saw X. So I don't know, but man, are they doing so many horrible ones. Borderlands, The Crow, Killer's Game, Never Let Go, Megalopolis. I guess it was popular with some, but I didn't really dig the best Christmas pageant ever. So I don't know, man. It seems like they just want to throw away a bunch of money because a lot of these are not making a ton. I hope it eventually comes to be, but I don't know, man.
You know what's the crazy part about Lionsgate is that they actually produced Knives Out, which came out back in 2019. It was directed by Rian Johnson. Then they ended up selling that movie's rights for like $400 million some dollars. You knew they were strapped for cash because they got the bag for the Knives Out franchise. And then what I've noticed is they've used all that money to produce all these other movies, and it's like you would think all these other movies they produced with that kind of money they made from Netflix back in 2019, that would give them a lot of like profit. Probably not looking like that, Cyphax, you've watched Naruto. You like it, obviously. Probably not much as Death Note, Maybe we'll have the discussion one day of like, did Death Note fall off after L died?
Look, I like Death Note a lot. I just got that. I got lucky at a random carnival game on my first try, and I won that shit. And I was
okay. He's just flexing.
Like $5. Yeah, but whatever. But no, Naruto is pretty good. Like I said, I watched up to where like Jiraiya comes in, and I've seen past like a lot of the Orochimaru stuff and stuff like that. It's been a while since I watched it, but I remember liking it a lot. But the problem is whenever they do these live action things, the only ones that I've seen that were pretty decent. Yeah, because like the Bleach one wasn't very good. Death Note was fucking god awful. Like the Netflix did pretty good with One Piece for like condensing like 60 episodes into 8 episodes, basically, because that's what it is.
That's on the East Blue arc. So
yeah, it's about like 60 some odd episodes, maybe slightly more. But they do all that. That one was pretty well, or that one was done pretty well. And then what's that other one? It's Rurouni Kenshin or whatever. I think they did
also
that one.
did Cowboy Bebop.
That one was actually pretty decent. Cowboy Bebop is another Netflix one that failed. Rurouni Kenshin, if I remember right, that one is actually pretty decent. Like as far as what it looks like, I don't remember how well it does the story exactly, but it's watchable. So there's great live action has been many misses. Like it never works out. So it's
even when given budget, man. The M. Night Shyamalan Avatar one was just
yeah. It took to be fair.
Like, even the Netflix one wasn't very good.
Yep.
No, it was better.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Not by
so
much.
My thing,
MSK, do you know the backstory on this? Like, do you know, are they just adapting like a couple episodes? Is it like the first season or?
Yeah, we're going to get into that right now. So for me personally, and I've had this take for years, honestly, anime itself is its own type of thing, right? Its own type of genre, styles of humor, action, everything. I personally believe it is a utter disservice to any anime to essentially make it live action, because essentially there's not many things an anime could really portray in real life the best way that it could portray in animation. I think animation is the best form of it. Like, you still have people still to this day being like, you know what? If you make a Dragon Ball Z live action movie now, it would be way better because there's more money. And it's like, no, how about you just give me animated Dragon Ball movies? How about just more of those? How about just more animated Naruto movies? Animated, not live action. I don't know what is its obsession with live action anime. None of it really translates very well. The mannerisms, the eye shit they do, the jokes, nothing lands ever. I've seen clips of all that stuff Sci-Fi's talking about. None of it lands. Why would I watch a subpar product when I get to go watch the anime itself? If I want to watch Bleach, I'll just go watch Bleach itself in its anime form. Just
yeah, you lose like the natural wackiness of anime, and like the more anime you watch, you get used to the tropes that are in it. You know, like when dudes see hot women, their nose bleed out their nose and shit like that. You know, just a little. There's like anime tropes that once you've watched enough of it, you understand what's happening. Like the first time you see it, you're like, "The fuck's going on?" And it's like once you watched it for a while, it's more easy to accept that. But when they go into live action, some of these characters are pretty wacky. Some of their powers are kind of crazy, and it doesn't translate very well at all. That's why One Piece really surprised me. One Piece surprised me because they did it pretty well.
And to add on to your point, it's not even just all of that. The main thing is, and the reason why it's easier to cast like other things besides anime, people in real life don't be looking like this. I'm sorry. You get a rare exception here and there, like a really rare one.
MSK, you put on the cat whiskers a lot, so I mean, like you kind of resemble it. But
okay.
You're right.
So you're saying I look like Tosin from Bleach because I'm black? Saying I'm blonde?
I think he was just referring to all your behind the scenes furry-con pictures, but yeah.
God. I think it's no one you cast as Naruto is gonna look like him. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
How do you lean into the blonde thing? Are we getting like a super blonde kid?
Like, I hope he's not going to be black. If he's black, I swear to God.
End up with a kid who doesn't know how to do like decent any type of kung fu or karate like they did in Iron Fist. You know, it's like the guy who just sucks.
But he looks the part. Yeah, I really hope they don't go that route. Just anytime they kind of take animation and put it to live action, it's like, why though? Like it had the magic of animation. Like I'm trying to think of one of them that was like, yes, I'm so glad that they made a live action version of this.
Most people are never going to say that. You've never heard that. I've never heard an anime fan go, man, I'm glad they're making a live action version. You just make the anime version. Like I could take no more Dragon Ball live action movies in my entire life after seeing Dragon Ball Evolution, which was obviously peak cinema. Just more animation movies. Actually, we know that's true because Dragon Ball Superhero that just came out in 2022 wasn't like, or the Broly one wasn't like the highest grossing Dragon Ball movie ever. And imagine that shit is live action. That would look terrible. That would look awful live action.
Even with stuff that you could do live action, like I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Perfect Blue. It's kind of a drama anime movie, but it's like there's no superhero, there's nothing in there that would really change it. But I don't want to see them remake it. It's like perfect, like just the way that they're able to like actually emote and express. It's perfect to me. I wouldn't want to see a live action remake of it. It will necessarily be a worse version.
You would think they were the kinds of anime that they would be able to make the easiest would be like how this guy just said, like the shonen stuff, like the stuff where it's like, you know, ninjas and people with blades, so you can have up close fights. And sure, there's some magical abilities in some of these or whatever, but it's like there's a lot of them where it's just, you know, dudes with swords and they can't even pull that off. You know, there's no like mystical stuff behind them or whatever. It's just like say if they were to do Samurai Champloo, I wouldn't trust them to do that either.
Oh God.
And that's just a couple samurais, you know, basically. Yeah. And it's like, I wouldn't trust them to pull that off. So when they start adding in all these other elements to it, it's like, dude, live action, I don't know if you pull that off very well.
Even if you were going to do one like Cryed, they couldn't even pull off that really. Like the sci-fi stuff you could, but the actual like persona of like, let's say Kazuma and Ryuo. Like, no, like I don't think, because anime characters have this specific type of personality that people get invested because a lot like the voice actor really pulling it out of you. Like he's the person that's voicing the character pulls all that emotion out of you, and they're really talented with their voice. You know, you kind of sub that out with another random actor. It's like doesn't really have that same appeal. You know, the only person I've seen really do it. The only person I've seen really do it, as I've seen a clip of the guy you're talking about with One Piece, he kind of does it the best, where he emotes like Luffy a lot. But how many times are you gonna be able to replicate that? Yeah, how many people can really get the anime feel down? Like, hey, I'm a retarded, wacky loser. Hey, I'm gonna go.
No, we know that, MSK.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're on my side.
See, Walter, I'm not saying that it can't be done. It's just that based on what we've seen, it seems like they're not able to pull it off. You know, stuff like One Piece that's come out, it shows that they are able to. There's people out there that can. But I don't really trust most of these people. Do you trust Lionsgate to do it? I don't.
Lionsgate, all people. Yeah,
a little bit less than some. But hey, they're doing Ballerina from the world of John Wick and Saw 11 this year. So
okay, I'll give you that. I am hyped for
I don't
Ballerina.
know.
All right.
But I don't know. Kind of go in the opposite direction. So I didn't really like. Was the Suicide Squad the second one, or was anyway the James Gunn one, the one that didn't suck? No, what I'm saying is I like that one, but man, what he was able to do with Creature Commandos, like it went so far beyond what he was able to do with that. And it's basically the same premise, just instead of superpowers, super villains, now they're working with creatures. But man, they're able to go so far with that. I would totally hate it if they tried to live action adapt that now. It just, I don't think you could do that. And I think you would necessarily get a much worse rating. So I don't know, man. I really wish that, you know, they just figured out what was best for each medium and kind of stuck with it, which I think is what they're doing with the DCU. I think they're calling it now. But
just imagine a live action Inuyasha movie, how ugly that would look live action. That would look terrible.
And Walter points out Old Boy. That original one is so amazing. And then for some reason, Spike Lee remade it. I don't know why.
Yeah, that American version sucks, man. It's like, how do you change up that ending? Like, Americans just can't handle that kind of craziness, I guess.
All right. Naruto live action movie story update has me hopeful Hollywood will get my favorite anime right. Spoiler, they won't. Also, if they have Sakura as the main character, you guys might actually see me spontaneously combust. I'll actually just explode. Like, holy crap, please don't do that. All right. The live action Naruto movie, directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, aims to capture the nuanced and special aspects of the manga. Adapting Naruto as a movie franchise could allow audiences to grow with the characters and showcase the rich world created by Masashi Kishimoto. Oh my god, you could just do that animated too. Why not just do that? Why not just make animated movies before Shippuden and have that happen? It doesn't even have to be live action if that's the case. Or you just go, God forbid, since we're on the internet, you go actually watch it right now. You could just do that right now.
What they should do is make it into it. Like, if you're going to do it, you still got to make it more of a television series. Some of these stories they're so huge, man. How are you going to pull it off in even a 2-hour movie? It's just
that's what I've never got to. Why are they movies?
That also doesn't usually work.
Yeah. They function way better as a series. The first movie should focus on character-driven stories like the Land of Waves arc, which is the Zabazan Haku arc, obviously, prioritizing the development of Team 7 over massive battles. You would hope that would be the idea. You would hope that. Like, imagine starting out a movie with like the tuning exams. That would be just like, what the fuck? You know? I think unless you started from Land of Waves, you can't really do it. Because there's the reason why, if anyone hasn't watched the show, there's a pivotal moment in Naruto's character that happens in that arc. And if you don't have that arc happen first, he doesn't get the overall bigger picture of how this world works. Just starting it off with the tuning exams is not going to really work. So you would probably just be shooting yourself in the foot not doing that arc first. A recent update on the Naruto movie has me hopeful that the upcoming live-action adaptation will get my favorite anime right. A live-action Naruto movie is currently in the works at Lionsgate with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings director Destin Daniel Cretton helming the film. Naruto's creator,
Awkwafina better be putting in this one too.
Imagine Awkwafina as Sakura. Fuck. Naruto creator Masashi Kishimoto is involved in the project as the producer and has previously shared his excitement over what Cretton is doing. While Hollywood's history with anime adaptations is complicated, the reception to Netflix's One Piece has proven that that the Naruto movie can work. Oh no, oh my god, it's the James Gunn thing. Oh yeah, because one of them works, that means that all of them can work. Oh fucking hell, man. We're not doing that again, are we? Please, please God, no. Adapting Naruto as a movie instead of a TV show is a risky choice considering the length of the manga. That said, given the scale of Naruto's world, a series of big budget movies may be the best way to bring Kishimoto's story to live action after all. If successful, Naruto could become a massive movie franchise in which audiences would be able to grow with the characters. As a huge Naruto fan, I've always imagined what a live action film made with care and respect to the source material would look like, and Cretin's movie appears to be it.
Man,
I mean, whenever he does that jutsu where he turns into like that hot chick for no reason,
if it's not Sydney
Sweeney, if it's not Sydney Sweeney, you're missing out, dude.
Yeah, it better be R-rated for just that particular jutsu. But I don't know. I was thinking about it. I guess there is one adaptation that doesn't suck. 300. Like it might be my favorite Snyder adaptation, but I don't know. Even then, it wasn't like there was like a cartoon to kind of say, hey, this one worked a lot better. It was just like from a comic book. But man, I don't know. I'm trying to think of any other adaptation. I'm really like scratching my head to come up with anything that didn't suck.
You're good.
I'm not sure.
During an interview with Entertainment Weekly, screenwriter Tasha Ho, who wrote the Naruto's movie's first draft, revealed that the director Destin Daniel Cretton will capture how nuanced and special the manga is. Huo noticed that whereas someone who is not a fan of Naruto would likely be distracted by how big that world is, Cretton will be able to portray what truly makes Masashi Kishimoto's manga special. While not much can be inferred from these comments, I'm excited to see what Cretton's take on Naruto will be. Despite its rich world, Naruto is a character-focused story first and foremost. Yeah, that's the thing too. Whoever you cast as Naruto, if they cannot essentially give you Naruto's personality and his actual antics the way he is at that point in the story, I might just write that off. Who are they going to cast?
It's got to make me believe that they love ramen and Sasuke.
That's true. Naruto Part 1 refers to the anime's first 220 episodes. Fun fact, you can stop watching it after episode 135, because at episode 136 to 220, it's all filler. Because after 135, you could just go to Shippuden if you want to. Just a tip there. While with the other 500 being Naruto Shippuden, such distinction doesn't exist in the manga. Naruto, especially Part 1, is about the struggles faced by its titular character rather than the shinobi world itself. The series does have a very convoluted lore and power level system from the start. Not really. Not the Lands of Waves are. Hey, not even close. It's way more complicated
later on. Those words, though. I didn't think you were going to make it through. And question, what do you think titular means?
Love you. But it's only during Shippuden that the scale of the story really expands. Not true. Literally not true. It expands in the Chunin exams. In the Chunin exams, you get introduced to Orochimaru, who completely changes the story. Orochimaru literally changes the story when he's introduced as a villain. He bites Sasuke. He gives him the curse mark. Naruto's Nine-Tailed Fox starts coming out more. What are we doing here? That's not true. Literally, fucking hell, kill me now. As the first entry in what could be a multi-movie franchise, it would make a lot of sense for the first live-action movie, Naruto film, not to dive deep into the lore. I agree with that. You probably shouldn't. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi are already fascinating characters who could carry a live-action movie. Sakura is not a fascinating character. Sakura is trash. Literal garbage. Kakashi's a cool character. Naruto, Sasuke, yeah, great. Sakura is terrible. Also, to Entertainment Weekly, following the announcement of the Naruto film, Kishimoto mentioned having enjoyed Cretton's previous films. The mangaka pointed out how the filmmaker's forte is in creating solid dramas, which is essential for a Naruto adaptation, given how character-driven the story is. It's unclear which arcs the Naruto movie will cover, but I assume it will be the Land of Waves arc, Team 7's mission to protect Tazuna in our first introduction to that world. And even though its stakes weren't that high in hindsight, okay, that's really not also true either, because if Danzo had killed Tanzana, he rules the entire land. He was a mobster. Yeah, it's not good. Also, Danzo, not Danzo. Oh my god, the guy who fucking hired Zabuza to Haku to kill Kakashi and Naruto's team. Yeah, he hired an assassin. Whatever. I'm not gonna nerd out too much on this. It remains a fan favorite Naruto arc decades later. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are still inexperienced genin during the first arc, with their set of skills being far from the godlike abilities that they would showcase during Shippuden. Naruto's first arc has no giant monsters or armies. It's an introspective story primarily about Zabuza and Haku. I wonder if the actor that they're going to actually cast as Naruto is going to get that speech that he gave to Zabuza after Haku dies. I wonder. So here, there's a breakdown of the anime episodes right there. Compared to the Chunin exams, the search for Tsunade or the Sasuke retrieval mission, Naruto's Land of Wave arc, is a much smaller story that would not require a superhero movie type of budget. It does include some great fights, particularly at the end, but none of them are that big compared to later events. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's fine. Naruto's first
So is it the Sasuke rescue mission then that they're going off of for the movie?
Hopefully they don't do that. That would just be an L. Imagine butchering all that great lore you just ignore just to do that. And I love that arc too. It's great.
I mean, you could always go back and do like a prequel. That's all the rage today. Who knows? Start from something good. Were you hooked in the show before Pervy Sage kind of took the main stage?
I was hooked basically on the episode I watched, and then when I had a chance to rewatch the first episode, I was like, okay, I'm into this. I was kind of just hooked from like pretty much first few episodes, honestly. Everything else they gave me was just bonus. I could probably do it. I mean, you even still need what's the teacher that was trying to get Konohamaru to go to that part of the story? Are they even going to do that? Or is Konohamaru going to be there? Like all these little small things you have to introduce. Is Naruto and Sasuke going to kiss when Sakura hits him? That they're going to be like tongue kissing each other? Probably not.
Assuming so.
I hope not. I mean, it's Hollywood.
No, it's a Hollywood one. They're going all for it.
Yeah, they're going to be fucking making out. Yeah, it's going to be really gay. Naruto's first few episodes got me hooked, not because of the world building or the scale of the battles, but rather because they made me care about Naruto Uzumaki and the rest of Team 7. I agree. Even the villains felt human and relatable. While the first Naruto movie should indeed be as character-driven as possible, the live-action franchise should not forget how rich the world Kishimoto created is. Naruto's world building is very important part of the story, even before all these Shippuden retcons, meaning it should be incorporated as soon as possible in the live-action franchise. I would love to see a couple of flashbacks set before Naruto's birth in live action. No, absolutely no. If you do that, you are ruining the mystery and the mystique of the bigger villains later on. Absolutely do not. I was going to say,
you don't get any of that. Like, I don't know why you would suddenly change it, but hey, it's Hollywood, so why not?
You're right. I would love to see. Oh, right. Did I read that part? I don't remember. Oh, my brain is fried. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I have to entertain you guys. I'm kidding. I'm fucking around. I would love to see a couple of flashbacks set before. No, okay, so I did read that. My brain is fried. Yeah. I am black. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm joking. Perhaps even teasing characters and twists that will only come into play much later. I also hope the Naruto movie lives up to the anime in terms of action sequence. It's not. There's no way. Unless it is animated, it's not possible.
There's this movie that's getting all sorts of praise for the editing and the camera choice, and it's just tennis. But man, they like try to turn this. It all culminates in this final scene where the camera is kind of the ball. But man, that is just so much anime and live action that he was really borrowing from there. I think you can make it work, but they need to get it right. I don't know that they're necessarily going to take that. It doesn't seem like any anime adaptation that I've seen is doing that thing, is doing the build up, and every single shot. It takes so many shots and edits to make something that is as epic as one of those anime battle scenes. I hope they can do it, but it would take a lot of time and effort.
Well, like you're right too.
To pull off some of the stuff, you need like You need the fight to pull off some of these fight scenes. You're gonna need like the fight choreographer from like the Raid 2 and the knife scene at the end.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You need people like that to pull off some of this shit. Then you could have like some pretty badass fight scenes. But
yeah,
come on, are you getting that in this from Lionsgate? I don't.
Lionsgate, who's already like who doesn't already have a lot of money like the other companies do. It's like they're gonna be. But no, I do agree with you there too. Like, it is the Land of Waves arc, so you could technically get away with some of those fighting sequences if you're doing just that. But when it comes to, like, I guess, let's say hypothetically this is successful in a few years from now when this comes out, when you're at the tuning exams, yeah, you can't skip on that stuff anymore. That's when the fights become a lot more intense. Like in the Land of Waves arc, you can kind of get away with that. Even from CGI, I remember when Kakashi and Zabuza are fighting each other when they're pulling out those water dragons. That stuff you could just do with CGI and just hand motions, you know? When it comes to like the later on fights where it's all fisting, like not fisting, oh my God. But it's all fisting.
Why does it always go there with you, MSK? You're right. Like you could do that CG, but you don't want to just make it CG and crappy hand motions. That's what Avatar was. And it looks so bad when somebody's doing like 20 moves and then you see a rock float like 3 feet.
A rock? Oh, I love The Rock. They should cast The Rock as the third Hokage. The third Hokage needs to be The Rock. There we go. Let's go. Let's start getting some bad casting.
I wouldn't hate him as Jiraiya, dude. He could be pervy Sage. That would be pretty awesome.
Most of the fights in Naruto's Land of Waves are either taijutsu based or involve very simple ninjutsu techniques, which gives the first movie an advantage over potential sequels. Still, if the first film works and performs well at the box office, I'll be incredibly excited to see things like Naruto summoning Gamabunta or Gaara turning into Shukaku in live action. Naruto's world has enormous potential, but whether all of those elements will ever make it to live action probably depends on how the first film will do. Hopefully, Cretin's upcoming Naruto movie will be the first of many. Fucking God. I don't want to be that guy, everybody, but it's Lionsgate doing it. That's my only problem. I'm not saying the director isn't passionate or he's not a fan, or the Masashi Kishimoto doesn't like this guy or whatever. I just do not trust Lionsgate. I'm sorry. Good Lord. You seen Borderlands recently? Yeah, I did.
I don't think you should trust them.
Pile of trash.
Well, you'll be able to tell a lot more when you see what the casting choices are.
Like, it will tell a lot more.
Can't wait for Jaden Smith even then, to play Naruto.
No, you can't go with Jaden. You got to go with Justice at this point.
Timothy
fair enough. Even after they cast it, even if they cast it correctly, they can still just take it from you. I'm not saying that Borderlands was casted correctly or anything like that, but man, there's a reason why he was so unwilling to come back and he was trying to get his name taken off of that. Like they brought in a second director to basically take it from R to PG-13, and just, man, that film totally sucks. But even after you think you've got everything done, they can still pull it away from you, even if you had something that might not have sucked. I'm just saying, I have like zero hope for this. I don't know who wants the live action version of this. But
don't. Just give me more animated movies. Just more animated movies is fine. Yeah, imagine this, guys. A movie studio like them has $250 million for something, which is more money than we'll ever have in our entire lives. Do they know they could spend like $10 million on an animated movie that'll go so much further and be so much more loved than just doing this? You could literally make 5 animated movies, get the original voice cast back, pay them the bag, honestly, because they deserve it at this point for being the voice of these characters forever. What is this idea? Good Lord, man.
Can I ask you about that? So WZ kind of brings up that, usually this type of character is just like annoying as hell. There's a certain tone that they kind of hit with the anime where, Naruto is kind of a motor mouth and he is annoying, but he's kind of lovable.
Petty. Yeah.
Can they hit that tone with a live action, or is he just going to be some annoying kid?
Ooh, because I'm not saying this is a direct one-to-one comparison, but Naruto shares aspects of Damian Wayne to a certain extent, like the way they talk, the way they interact with adults. People don't even like Damian Wayne, dude. Like, that's another problem, too. If people see Naruto as Damian Wayne, they're just going to hate him. Just automatically, just from that, So, like, can that kind of character get people to get behind them? Like, I don't know. So
I hope he understands it. I hope he depicts it well, because everything seems to be lined up to say no for me.
you know, I'm saying like that's a hard character for people to get behind, especially a kid. Like he's like, isn't he like 12 when the series starts? He's like 16 when Shippuden starts too. Yeah, imagine a 12-year-old kid just talking shit for
dude. And most kid
minutes.
actors right now all kind of suck. Sadly, like there's no like decent kid actors. Like anything you see them in lately, if you see just a bunch of kids in the movie, you're just like, oh, this is gonna be fucking shit. Like just every time.
All right, we'll get you guys' closing thoughts on this. Gray, what about you first?
Yeah, I'm not super excited. You know, as always, I want a good product out there. I want a really good adaptation. I don't think it's gonna happen in this. I guess I'll wait and see, but yeah, it's not looking so good so far. Lionsgate does not earn any trust with me. It seems like they're about 1 in 15 or something I like. So it's not a good ratio at this point. We'll see. What about you, Syphax? You more hopeful than me?
1 in 15. Holy fucking shit, man.
So yeah, no, I'm pretty much on the same board as that, man. Like most live action stuff always seems to fail. Like if you heard stuff behind the scenes, like maybe we'll get some more info later, but like how with the One Piece stuff, you know, you had the actual guy who made it was on, like, you know, giving them direction and stuff like that. Hey, it needs to look more like this. If you started hearing more stuff like that, fine. But I doubt Lionsgate's going to do that. Lionsgate kind of usually doesn't spend a ton of money on a lot of their movies. Maybe they're dropping a decent amount on this, but I mean, I don't know why, other than just because it's a big anime name or whatever. But you know, what the MSK was saying was like a lot better, where it's like, yeah, just do fucking anime movies. Do anime movies. They don't do quite as well here in America, but they're doing better and better. Like
they've steadily got better over the years.
Yeah.
Like the Demon Slayer one did very good. Both Dragon Ball Moon movies did very good. The One Piece film Red did pretty good overall. Like My Hero Academia, that's what they're doing now. After the manga's concluded, I think there was an interview a while ago that said they're just going to be doing anime movies, and you know we'll talk about that one next week. There's going to be My Hero Academia live action movie too. Yeah, I can't wait for them to cast Dwayne The Rock Johnson as All Might. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, that would be such an L. Holy crap. Yeah, I can't wait for Mike Tyson to be All Might, right, guys? You know?
They could do Alan Ritchson.
That'd kind of be cool.
That guy's pretty damn funny. If you've seen him in Blue Mountain State.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't hate that.
Funny as hell in that. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, as you guys know, from me, my closing thoughts on this: I love Naruto. I really do. I'll go back and watch a lot of the scenes from the show. I like some of the speech. I love it. I love it so much. Do I have any hope that's going to be good? Absolutely not. Just not the. You can never get me on the idea of a live action anime. I just want it in anime form. I'm just a purist that way, you know. But hey, will this movie be able to convince me? Probably not. But you know, I'm open to swinging both ways. Jokes aside. So yeah, thank you guys for. God, fuck me. You guys better believe it. Not see how that joke wouldn't work if he starts saying believe it and shit to people, bro. It's not gonna work. It's not. But holy crap. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. We're signing out, guys. See you guys later. Peace. Ooh, that was good. Give me 1 second to pull up the next thing because a black person wants to do crime right now.
You want to do crime again?
Dude, they just... Well, hold on. Give me a sec. I could be wrong. Is Cowboy Bebop's not shonen, is it? I could be wrong. Is Cowboy Bebop
most of them
shonen?
That crossed over are shonen.
Yeah, because you would think... Okay, yeah, I remember Cowboy Bebop is not shonen. Netflix couldn't even get that one done, right? If you can't even and like that's one of the ones where you could.
That's why One Piece is the anomaly. Like One Piece is the main anomaly that people point to. And like I said, there's that other one. I believe it's called Rurouni Kenshin. That
a lot of people said that was
pretty decent.
Yeah. And keep in mind,
not a lot of people watched it.
Oh, probably because they knew the creator is a child diddler. That's probably made people not watch it.
Probably.
Gosh. But yeah, Rurouni Kenshin, their character designs. Could you? No one in real life looks like the Batosai, the Manslayer. No one looks like that. Not even people in Japan look like that. Just saying. God, fuck me. Yeah, and keep in mind that's the biggest one. So hopefully they know what they're doing. All right, give me 1 sec. Also, I'm sorry, guys. I had the rush hour topic here. That's supposed to be for next week. I'm sorry. We're only covering 3 things. My brain just turned off. I'm sorry about that.
How dare you? I needed my Chris Tucker fix. What am I supposed to do now?
I'll give you the black guy later.
That joke in Rush Hour 3 when he's like, when they're doing the who, you, and me joke, he's like, who, you? No, I'm you. Funny. You're me. He's like, you, him, me. I'm gonna whoop everybody's ass. It's so damn fucking funny.
Nah, that dude's awesome. I wish he was around more.
Yeah, between that and Fifth Element, he kind of got chubby or whatever. That's probably why he's not around too much right now. He's probably just living it up.
Fair enough. I think I would after, rush hour money.
I mean, Gerard Butler right now is going the what's the guy's name from Gladiator? I'm blanking on it.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Yeah, he's going the Russell Crowe route. He's getting that same body type going after Den of Thieves 2. He kind of looks the same as him.
I mean, still looking a little bit more in shape than O'Shea, but still, yeah.
Yeah, barely. And then they're doing acrobatic, they're climbing down fucking elevator shafts and shit on a rope, and I'm like, bullshit, man. You're not totally doing that. Getting back up. Say, you can get down easy, no problem. But going back up that shit in like less time than you did going down, not happening.
Oh gosh, man. Do you guys think I'm hot, rich, and good looking and attractive?
No.
Oh, okay. Glad you're on my side, Gray.
Relatively young, though. You got time.
Relatively young. We're almost the same age, you son of a bitch.
I mean, relatively.
Good Lord. Aren't you old?
Yeah.
Syphax is technically a MILF at this point, so he's good.
I'm on the wrong side of 30. It's a problem.
It's crazy. Old men get better with age, so more women will try to sleep with you as you get older. So you're lucky, man.
Except for I'm in California, and none of them agree with my politics.
Seriously, dude, you're gonna be pulling their hair and pounding them from the back.
No, you don't talk about the politics, but they just fucking know. Like,
what do you mean? You're not gonna go to a bar. She's not gonna know your politics unless you literally just say them.
I'm a straight white guy in California. They know my politics.
Yeah, MSK can't say that.
Yeah, they assume you're voting one way.
Yeah, because they'll ask questions and I can't just not lie to someone. I have to be honest. It's a fault of mine. I know you're probably supposed to lie to someone to kind of ease their feelings, but I don't do that. I just can't do that. I literally can't do it. Anytime I lie to someone, I'm like, man, I feel pretty bad I did that. Why did I do that?
No, your lies aren't about helping somebody's feelings. That's not what you choose to lie about.
I don't like you.
True. I believe that.
Okay, hold on. Give me a moment here.
I'm not hearing any lies.
Where do you get your facts about women, MSK? I have eyes and ears, so I choose to use my life experience, which is anecdotal evidence, so probably not the best. No, I try to research into a lot of the stuff I talk about, but some days I can't do everything. How do people figure out that I knew that a lot of black women have herpes or STDs? Because I just looked into it. You guys say that you're considered. No, some group on AIDS.
Wait, how would you know about the women though?
There's a lot of Shaniquas here. Just telling you guys that right now.
Oh man, dude, I saw the funniest commercial the other night. It was just it was on, I was watching on Prime, whatever, and they always do those stupid commercials, and it was for an AIDS medication, and every single couple in it was either black or gay. That was it. There was no white people in that at all. The only white people was a gay couple, but it was just gay dudes and then black couples. That was it. And I was like, holy shit, this is really targeted. I was like, once it came on, I was like, oh, whatever. But then I started to notice it. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? There was no straight couples at all. It was either gay or black. That was it. It's like, damn, man. Brutal.
I looked into it. Yeah. Oh, there was that one line at the end of Batman Begins. I'll look into it. Not gonna lie, banger in credit scene. They don't make them like they used to. Let's see. Yeah, we could use this one. I mean, this one's fine. I'm gonna try and look for a better one to go over for the video. Okay. Let me see. Give me one moment.
Good point, Michael.
Michael, stop being black.
Yeah, he just brings up a good point. At least the titles aren't a lie this time, except for they were, but then you changed it. So, good times.
Hey, I never lie.
Yeah, did you watch the Daredevil trailer?
I did not yet. I heard it's really good. That's fine.
Pretty good. Like I saw a leaked version of it like over a month ago. I didn't know if it was going to be that same one. It's the exact same one. It's just a better quality now.
Nice.
So, but yeah, it's
piqued my
good.
interest
I
for
made a
sure.
little video, on it, but it's just a little quick reaction. But
Nice.
just something to throw out there. Because usually I just do movie reviews, and I'm like, maybe I should start throwing up other stuff.
Okay, found it. It was the one. Okay, got it. Here we go.
We could just react to it right now, man.
Yeah.
Oh no! Whoa! Almost left the stream. Oh God. Oh God.
I mean, it would probably help out.
Yeah,
you almost blessed the stream. Is that what you said? Like
I almost. I hate it. It's good. I just can't trust Disney until I see it. I will give Kevin Feige credit. He saw how unbelievably terrible it initially was going to be and went in there and just scrapped the entire thing. Got to give him credit where credit is due.
Does that give you hope for Captain America, whatever?
No, he didn't walk in there and scrap anything. You can tell.
Well, they've reshot it like 4 times now. They've rewritten it like 6 times. If you're giving him credit for rewriting and reshooting Reborn, I don't know, man.
Okay.
That movie just looks like a jumbled mess, dude. It's like whatever cuts they've already done to it and how many times they reshot it. It's probably just like literally like a goulash of fucking all their takes, and they're just like, we'll just slap this in there and see if it works.
I'm just pointing out, man, the fact that if this is like the 5th version of the film we're gonna see, imagine how dog shit those other versions were. Just imagine how bad they were.
Well, that's why they had to redo it. That's why they had to completely reshoot it. Again, like Daredevil. So I don't know. How can we give Daredevil some credit?
Because I like white people.
All right, fair enough.
White people get all the credit from me. Unless, black people always seem to lose with me. All right, let's have some fun. For some reason, MSK likes to do reaction videos by himself so we can give the audience a 15-minute context dump before the 2 minutes reaction. Hell yeah, I love my context. All right. Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Spider-Man 4. So Spider-Man for the MCU has already had 3 movies, and following the success of Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man 4 has been in development for quite some time. After that movie was a huge box office success at the worldwide butt faggot. Whoa. Can't have that one. Oh, I'm not gay.
Man, people smoke crack and you shouldn't do that.
Don't worry, I didn't.
But even if you were, we'd accept you.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting.
Why does he look like Cyfax?
See, I'm white guy number 3 on the model list. When you're choosing a random character, that looked like number 2.
Okay.
Basic white guy. The three.
I'm
right?
a black guy. Do you guys not understand? I'm a fucking white person. Do I not look white to you? Do you guys not enjoy it? Yes, he does. He looks like Cyfax. Yes, you guys are blind, man. You guys are literally crackheads. Holy fucking shit, man.
I'll have to throw out some old videos and pictures where I got hair down to my ass and playing music in front of people. I look way the fuck different.
Yeah, I got older pictures where I look the same. They literally, you guys are just defending the white person because you're white supremacists and you.
Chat has my back. Chat is king.
Wait, you said your older pictures, you look just the same, but moments ago you said that you used to be all jacked and ripped from when you were, going
Great,
to the gym.
I lied.
I'm
black.
I just wanted you to admit it.
We lie. You're not getting the points here? Do I have to screw them in your brain? All right. Fuck my pussy and make me blow my loads. Okay, so I'm just retarded, full-blown retarded now.
True.
Fuck. I'm joking, everyone. I gotta entertain everybody. That's what I do. I'm an entertainer at heart. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Spider-Man 4 and Tom Holland. So Tom Holland is Spider-Man for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He made his debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 2016's Captain America Civil War and has been a part of several big MCU movies. He starred in his own trilogy of Spider-Man movies, and he was also a part of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame as well. So after the success of Spider-Man No Way Home at the worldwide box office, it took in so much goddamn money. Obviously, Sony is going to want to do another Spider-Man sequel to that movie, and Spider-Man 4 has been in development for quite some time. Most of the cast from the previous movie is returning, so the director of the first 3 Spider-Man Tom Holland movies, he is not returning. You're going to have another guy come in this time around. I don't know who's going to direct the movie. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know you're not getting John Watts as a director for this movie. So for me with Tom Holland Spider-Man, I thought he made a great introduction in Civil War. I'm just not the biggest fan of Homecoming. I thought it was just pretty, just like meh, as you kids say nowadays, is mid. It felt like a Disney Spider-Man movie, and not in the good way, because some Disney stuff isn't even that bad. It's fine, but that one felt like just. But at least it had the Michael Keaton Vulture. You had the moment in the car with him and Vulture, the Tony moment where he's talking about the suit and everything. Like, there's some moments in that I really, really enjoyed, but overall, I don't really like Homecoming all that much. After that, we had his appearance in Infinity War, which I thought was pretty good overall. I don't think it was bad. He didn't really get that much screen time in Endgame, so I thought that was kind of just bad in my opinion for a little bit. And then you also had him in Spider-Man Far From Home, which I thought was, God, that movie stinks. That was a fucking, what a piece of garbage. What that was, that movie. Holy fuck, that movie's bad. After that, you had Spider-Man No Way Home, which I thought was good. I think his only truly great Spider-Man performance outside of Civil War was his performance in No Way Home. But keep in mind, there was a lot of good things that made No Way Home what it was. Now, because they kind of do this in the comic books as well, he's got nothing now. So progressive with each movie, I guess you just don't count Civil War, he's progressively lost something. First movie, he loses the girl that he likes because the dad's the villain. In Infinity War, he died. In Endgame, he loses Tony. The Spider-Man Far From Home, everyone knows he's Spider-Man. He's willing for Tony's death. He stupidly gave those glasses to Mysterio, even though he knew how valuable they were to Tony Stark. Whatever. Not ranting about that at this moment. Spider-Man No Way Home, he loses his aunt. He loses, his friends because he has to do that spell with Doctor Strange, so they forget him. He literally has nothing. Okay? So now in this movie, essentially, what are they going to do? Do you give him back everything? Because wouldn't that just minimize the stakes that you went through in the last movie? Because I doubt Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are coming back for Spider-Man 4. I don't think they are, Andrew Garfield said he isn't, but, he did lie about appearing in No Way Home. So who knows, right? But
I mean, can they do it without Tobey? Come on, you got to bring him back in.
I've heard the rumors that they're both coming back, but I'm not sure. That's right now. I haven't heard much about this. So if you have any new info, it's news to me.
Yeah, I mean, the rumors that they want to cast Sydney Sweeney to play Black Cat, to be the newest love interest. That's been a long.
They should do that right now.
They should do that. That would be a great casting. Sydney Sweeney, Black Cat, make it happen. Make her the sexy kitty lady for my boy Peter. I'm not the hugest fan of that fat bitch Ned. What's his name? His name's Ned, right? Oh, I can't stand that dude.
Yeah.
Zendaya's Mary Jane is just not good, for being honest here. It's pretty bad.
She's not Mary Jane. She's MJ.
Oh, fuck off. Oh my God. Oh gosh, man. So his Spider-Man doesn't have spider sense, doesn't have any real good epic swings, I admit, in No Way Home they kind of did it a little bit, but still nothing great. He did have a hot Aunt May. He did. That's it.
If he wants to get better at swinging, he just needs to, hit you up. He can take a master class in that.
Are you calling me a vine swinger? Oh my gosh. So, hey, I did enjoy No Way Home a lot. I rewatched it a few times, so holds up for me personally very well. But I still have the same issues I have with it, but overall it was good. Really don't know what they're going to do with this movie, but there is no rumor that we can talk about right here. Obviously, keep in mind, this is a rumor. It could also not happen. So, rumor, Spider-Man 4 to feature Peter Parker teaming up with this anti-hero against Hulk. Tom Holland returns in Spider-Man 4 after the success of Spider-Man No Way Home in 2021. Spider-Man 4 could introduce an unlikely partnership between Spider-Man and the Punisher against a raging Hulk. The new Spider-Man movie is rumored to feature a storyline involving a violent Hulk setting up for a possible World War Hulk adaptation.
All right, if they're just saying a Hulk, not the Hulk, I don't know. That would make no sense, the journey that they've put Ruffalo on, his Hulk, to get him as intellectual and then somehow make him back to whatever. I don't know, but I guess they're introducing Red Hulk, right? So we're going to get a bunch of different Hulk people. So fine, I guess. I don't know.
The MCU's Hulk has been pretty bad. I liked him. I mean, I liked Edward Norton. I liked Mark Ruffalo in the first Avengers movie. I thought he did a fantastic job in that one. Didn't really like him all that much for his portrayal in Age of Ultron. And he had the one scene in Ragnarok that was pretty good when he fought Thor. Other than that, it was pretty just meh. I mean, he wasn't even in Infinity War when it was in the trailer, not in the movie. And in Endgame, we got the fucking Hulk. Good Lord, it was terrible. They treat the Hulk like such shit in the MCU. You have She-Hulk's version,
What I thought they were going to do last year, because they brought in Null for Venom 3, is somehow bring Null and Venom into the MCU. And then because in Thunderbolts, they're bringing in Sentry. I thought they were going to be able to do the King in Black story for Spider-Man 4, which I thought would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. They certainly teased the hell out of bringing them into it.
Yeah, they did say Null is going to be point he'll return. Yeah, he'll somehow come. Oh, just like what's that movie, The Rise of Skywalker? And somehow Null returned. Please don't ever do that for a movie ever again. One of those laziest ways to introduce a character. Tom Holland will return and reprise his role as the web-slinging superhero in Spider-Man 4. According to reports, he will find an unlikely partner in the fourth film. Holland will have the most standalone Spider-Man movies because he only initially signed up for a trilogy. But due to the success of Spider-Man No Way Home in 2021, Marvel Studios had him return for another solo film. Spider-Man 4 will continue his journey as Peter Parker following the events in Spider-Man No Way Home. However, the upcoming movie will reportedly introduce a new character with a long history with Spider-Man in Marvel Comics, and they will work together to beat one of the strongest Avengers. In one episode of the Hot Mic, host John Roca, who's a complete MCU, that guy's a piece of work, said he heard from a very strong source in the business that there were plans for a Spider-Man and the Punisher tandem to bring down the Hulk in Spider-Man 4. Now, they recently did bring back what's his name, John Bernthal, to be the Punisher again. So there's some credit to that. He told me that the plan for Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie, was Spider-Man fighting the Hulk with the Punisher, so it was going to be ground-based. Yeah, because the reason why it took so long to get this movie going off, like getting it off of production and getting it moving to find like directors and actors and stuff like that, is because Marvel and Sony were reportedly clashing on the style they want the movie to actually be. So one of them wanted to be more of like a multiversal movie. One of them wanted to be more ground, a street level, as you guys say, right? I think Spider-Man 4 needs to be a little bit more, street level, because I would probably prefer it be that way, but that's just me personally, because they already went all multiversal in the last movie. Like doing that again would probably not hit as hard, He added that Marvel Studios wants to move away from the intelligent Hulk. Yeah, no one liked that. Another thing about Endgame I didn't like. The Hulk was trash that fans saw from the previous Avengers movies and will feature a violent version of the Hulk. However, Roca added that he wasn't sure if the same plot was what Holland read in the screenplay, especially after Kevin Feige disapproved of the script. Recent reports claim that Spider-Man 4's script is being rewritten. His co-host, Jeff Schneider?
Know. Can you? Yeah, sure, Schneider. How would you possibly de-evolve the Hulk though at this point? I don't know. So what is the Hulk's whole thing? Like his off-screen arc, as it was to kind of come to grips with it, to kind of accept it, and then to be like the intelligent Hulk. I don't know, man. If you just take that away, he already didn't have a great arc, and it was all pretty much off-screen. But
yeah, just bring in 3 Spider-Men to whoop She-Hulk's ass. That'll be great.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good.
Or run a train on her. Just saying, girls are useful for something. His co-host, Jeff Schneider, a known movie insider, doubled down on the rumor by commenting that the Hulk's involvement in the upcoming movie passed his smell test. That sounds just really gay. The movie scooper, however, added that he wasn't sure about the Punisher part in the film. He admitted that he also heard about it from some sources, but they weren't sure about it. I can see a Spider-Man versus Hulk. I can see that happen in the comics, Schneider added. I did hear Punisher from one of these sources when I did that Spider-Man report earlier, but then another source had said, oh, I don't know. I heard John Bernthal, but then I heard he was out. So he could be in it, or you're right, it could be like an old plan. The Hulk part of it passed my smell test. While it's hard to say whether the Punisher will appear in Spider-Man 4, his inclusion will not be surprising. Spider-Man and the Punisher have a complex relationship in the Marvel Comics. Although they share the same goal of fighting for justice, they have different approaches, which put them at odds against each other. Spider-Man believes in the legal system and avoids killing criminals. On the other hand, the Punisher is inclined to use lethal force to eliminate the criminals for good. The problem with this is, you guys know the Marvel Comics has brutally destroyed the Punisher and everything that he originally was. Maybe the MCU can have the Punisher you guys know and love. Hopefully you get that. His brutal approach is rooted in his traumatic past and personal vendetta against crime after he witnessed how his family was brutally murdered. As for Spider-Man 4, featuring a violent and raging Hulk, the rumor is likely true. Roca claimed that Marvel wanted to move away from the intelligent Bruce Banner and bring back the Green Monster with anger issues. Roca's statement aligns with the rumors that Marvel is developing a World War Hulk movie. The anticipated movie is an adaptation from the comics of the same title, featuring the Hulk being exiled by the Illuminati to Sakaar planet. A lot of tragic things happened to him, and he lost the love of his life, which led to Hulk to return to Earth and fight against the Earth's heroes, including the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men. So featuring a brutal Hulk in Spider-Man 4 is a good introduction to World War Hulk. Spider-Man will hit theaters on July 24th, 2026.
So we definitely still have time. They can rewrite and reshoot it a couple times before then. Fair enough. So they're talking about the Punisher. So if we are bringing in this version of Matt Murdock, does that mean that we are locked in on the Punisher, or would it be a brand new Punisher? Are they going multiverse? What's going on with that?
So for going off the Daredevil stuff, you would just take it from the Punisher show, right?
Yeah, they'd probably bring in John Bernthal, because they already did bring in Matt Murdock's Daredevil into that Spider-Man movie. Mm-hmm. He was in there for that cameo. So it's the same universe, same people.
So it'd have to be Bernthal then. I wouldn't hate it. It could be fun.
No, we need good Hulk adaptations, man. The Hulk is a great character. He's always treated bad, in my opinion. There's not been really a good version of that really showcased how great this character can be. I mean, the MCU really, really shitted on this guy. If we're being honest here, after like Avengers 1, he became just a simp in Avengers 2, and then they throw away the Planet Hulk storyline that's really great that leads into World War Hulk. Just so much shit that they've just ignored with this character. You know, I don't know if he would make the best villain for a Spider-Man movie, but what other Spider-Man villain could they use? It's like, well, you have plenty of them, but they haven't really established anything else after that last movie, because that was supposed to be the end of his, his trilogy.
I have a feeling a lot of this stuff is just, it's up in the air until, my guess is the Fantastic Four. They're going to see how well that movie does, because that's going to reset. That's either going to reset the universes and all that, or they're going to bring them into the 616 or whatever. Yep. Because right now the one they're building with that is a different universe. So if they're going to have two going at the same time, man, they're going to confuse the hell out of the audience even more. So we'll see what happens after that, because right now they probably kind of have an idea, but they're probably not pulling the trigger on any of it yet.
Well, I'll ask you guys, are you excited for a Spider-Man 4? You guys like No Way Home, right?
Yeah, No Way Home was fine, but it's a cameo fest kind of deal, and like once you've seen it,
Deadpool, Wolverine.
Exactly, it's like once you've seen it one time, like that mystique and that the funness about it kind of goes away. It's not really rewatchable. Like, so like after it's not as good the first time. Yeah, like once you see it once, you're kind of done with it. But so they need to establish something new.
So after you get married to a woman and you guys have sex a few times, you're like, you know what? I probably don't like this as much as I thought I did.
I think that's just you and women, but yeah, I agree with a lot of what Sci-Fax is saying. Like, it does feel like it is kind of the cameo fest, and it's like, do I need to see that a bunch of times? But I didn't hate it as much as I hated a bunch of other Marvel stuff recently. So
the problem is that's their most successful Marvel stuff is all their cameo fest movies.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the lesson they're learning. Do more of these. People like it. It's like, no.
Yeah, sadly, that is the lesson they're picking up.
I will give No Way Home this. At least when you got the characters that were fan servicey, at least they added to the plot somewhat. And some of them more bigger than others. Doctor Strange didn't have none of that. You got the Illuminati, and they were just trash. They wasted that John Krasinski casting because the fans were asking, "Hey, give me John Krasinski, Kevin Feige, Daddy. I want a John Krasinski." He gave it to you.
There he is. Let's turn him into spaghetti. Like, what the fuck?
God, they treated that character so bad. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to see the developments with Spider-Man 4.
We got that awesome edit of Charles Xavier coming down and he like grinds on that ramp now behind him. Have you seen that edit? That shit is hilarious. So I'm glad that exists.
So yeah, final thoughts and opinions for this. Start with Gray. What about you, man? Hyped for some more Spidey for Tom Holland?
I'm gonna see it, but I am not super hyped for it. Maybe more hyped to see this than like the Eternals 2, but yeah, still the luster seems to be kind of wearing off for me. So I don't know. I think they probably have me already for seeing this, but I'm looking forward to this less than a lot of their other ones. I got to be honest, Fantastic Four sounds a lot better to me.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of rumors that were getting thrown out there. They want to freaking Kraven the Hunter as a villain initially. I guess that got scrapped for a script idea. Kevin Feige wasn't happy about that. Good Lord, so much shit. Holy crap, man. They said bringing Gwen Stacy. It's like, with that, like, because this the thing is, given that Zendaya and Tom Hardy together, don't know if she would be pretty happy if he's making out and pounding some girls' cheeks in a movie. Then again, she did have a threesome with two dudes, so all's fair in love and war, right?
Yeah, and if they bring in Sydney Sweeney, like he's gonna look super tiny next to her. Like she's a decent sized woman. I've seen her in person.
Yeah. Did you give her my number from my Riz?
Yeah, I was like, hey, avoid this at all cost. Like, make sure you have bear mace on you at all times. Like, if you're ever in this area.
Oh gosh. But I'll ask you, man, interested in a Spider-Man 4, or you're just like meh on it?
Oh, me? No, I don't really care. Like I said, the only MCU thing I'm looking forward to right now it's Daredevil, and then I want to see what they do with Fantastic Four. Like if they do good with that, they might be able to bring me back in. But most of this stuff has just been terrible. Like I'm assuming Thunderbolts, because what I've heard about it is that it's actually at least fun. That's good. I at least like fun movies. That's cool. But I doubt it's going to really move the needle on anything. So I'm not too excited about any of this MCU stuff, and definitely not for like Wonder Man at the end of the year. Come on, like what are they doing with all this shit?
So as you guys know, for me, I've not been the hugest fan of Tom Holland's portrayal of Spider-Man, nor the story arc they've given him. I think the best idea for Spider-Man 4 is to go back to the street level thing, get a classic Spider-Man villain, and kind of go from there. Would another love interest work in the context of how this universe is played out? Yes, because no one knows him now at this point. But they're going to undo that. And it's like, now you're undoing the emotional weight of No Way Home. But
got the ultimate hall pass. You got the ultimate hall pass, man. Just go for it.
Yeah. Like they're going to undo what the emotional moment that I just talked about a second ago. But I mean, we know what's going to happen. They're not going to keep him in this way, but it's what they always do for Spider-Man. He's always got to go back to the guy that's struggling, can't get it right, can't get the girl. He's struggling to pay his bills. It's like, why? He's built up just to get brought back down. So, yep, that's exactly what has happened to my boy Tom Holland. But hey, you get to eat out some black mocha frappe hairy stank coochie every night, so can't really fault him for that. So yes, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. We're signing out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace. Wow. Hi, kitty. Oh, it left. Damn it. The kitty left me.
And she keeps jumping on my desk. It's annoying.
Yeah. Put her outside.
No, she's an indoor cat.
You think she'll run away and not come back?
No, she won't even leave. Like I have a bay door and just a regular door, and we leave them open on the weekends and stuff to do we do woodworking projects and shit, and she doesn't go anywhere.
Sydney Sweeney is a threat to the relationship potential for Peter, both on screen and off screen. Oh. She's with someone too, isn't she? Dating that one guy from Top Gun Maverick. Yeah.
I don't know if they're actually dating.
But. And Sydney Sweeney's done sex scenes. Isn't she in like Euphoria? Like I obviously saw those for the science reasons. Obviously, 1 sec. So Arza's posting in the group chat that he bought Morbius willingly. Why? Arza, please.
It's Morbid time. Why wouldn't you buy it?
Isn't it on Netflix for free?
I mean, I think they pay you to watch it, but yeah.
It's like the movie version of Xanax or something,
But the memes, though. It's so meme worthy.
No, the memes were insane.
That was the only good thing that came about it. That and when they convinced him to re-release it again. Oh,
yeah. And then Sony was like,
good job, internet.
Yeah. And then Sony.
Now it's Morbid time.
Internet never changed,
man.
Please.
I loved it. The part where Sony was like, yeah, we didn't do it because we weren't tricked by the internet. It's like, why else release it then? Why then? Come on, man. Fucking hell.
Well, do you know that right now Craven wouldn't do better? Maybe they should try re-releasing it.
Yeah, just re-release it again right now.
Re-release it now.
Watch it make $50,000.
Gosh, man. Let's get to our final topic in just a moment here. Let me bring it up. Usually I would have these topics ready, but I don't because I am a unprepared swine.
Yes.
Don't
all
be
that
mean
quality
to
you were talking about.
Pigs.
Quality. Okay. Do I want to use this one? Because I know because the penguin kind of plays into that too, actually. You guys watched The Penguin, right?
Oh yeah, great show.
Yeah, Penguin was awesome. I was reviewing that weekly with DA, and that was a lot of fun.
It's crazy when you get quality shit. You're like, oh my god, I actually enjoy this stuff again. But it's like short lived because it's like one thing out of like 10 that'll be good.
Yeah, it's like DC built up a lot of goodwill with that, and then like Creature Commandos hasn't done very well, as far as viewership. And
it deserves more.
Yeah, most people I know actually do not like it. I'm pretty like in the middle about it. Yeah, but
it won me over. I didn't think I'd like it, but man, they're making me feel for the weasel and the robot. Like, you
always feel for the weasel. Oh my gosh,
I don't usually. That's the thing. I thought he was the MSK of the group, but it turns out he's not. He's got a tragic backstory, and it explains it.
Yeah, he's more like GI Robot. He just said Nazi. Like just says Nazi all the time.
All right, that's a better comparison.
Actually, you know what? I like this other one more that we're going to use. It's actually pretty based.
Hey, MSK, you asked us. Did you actually see The Penguin?
I did not, because I'm not a loser.
I think you did. Well, you're allergic to quality. It's okay.
WZ, The Agency. I haven't seen that one, but I saw Day of the Jackal. Day of the Jackal was pretty decent. That was actually pretty good. The female cop
both of those.
Was not very great in it, but the overall show was pretty good. And Landman just ended too, and that one's really good. Like all of Billy Bob Thornton's lines in that are just like super based as fuck. But his daughter's like super hot, but she's annoying as fuck. Her dialogue is just garbage.
This one works. We'll use this one for the video. So I don't know. I wanted to talk about this for a hot minute because I love the Batman. The character. Matt Reeves' movie had some problems, but overall I enjoyed it.
You mean Robert Pattinson? That's the thing you love?
How would I love men? That's gay. MSK never watches anything good. I'm tired, man. I'm old. I'm an old man. What can I do? Gray understands me. He understands how old I am. And my back ain't like it used to be. Good God. Also, tomorrow, guys, Cloud9 podcast. We'll be doing our LEC 2025 Winter Split tier list. And we're going to be going over, probably doing the Fnatic video, probably. And we'll probably go over the first set of games from the LCK. I have to finish watching the rest of them after this. So let's get into our last video here, and we are all good to go. All right, as Cyphex pets his pussy.
Hard for you to
throw
say
it out.
Word, isn't it?
Throw it outside. Get rid of it.
This is Calypso. Calypso's awesome. Just a good cat.
Just throw it outside.
A cool looking cat.
Put it on the roof. I don't think we'd find it. Oh my God.
It's funny. She doesn't let anybody pet her or get close to her. I have no idea why. Not like nobody treats her bad. They always try to give her treats, and she just doesn't go up to anybody.
That's how women are.
The only time she's okay is when I bring like women by. If I'm with a girl, that she'll go up to whatever girl I'm with. That's it. Like none of my friends that are here that often can't even touch her. It's weird.
Yeah, most girls are like that. They only want certain guys to touch them, be around them. So like me, obviously. Right?
Do you only want certain guys to touch you? That adds up.
No, I have sex with women. It's easy. Risen up women is not hard. Okay.
Gotcha. You are not hard around women.
No. I got like, Cyphex said he has like 10 strokes. I got like 5. I last like a good 5 minutes, honestly.
1 stroke a minute?
No, I still last like 5 seconds, dude. All right. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Matt Reeves' The Batman 2 getting delayed. So Matt Reeves' The Batman came out in 2022 and actually did very well at the box office. It had a budget of roughly around $250 million, and it ended up taking around $720 million at the worldwide box office. So given the success of Matt Reeves' The Batman, they immediately announced a sequel to the movie. They even gave Matt Reeves like one of those first look deals to have him produce like many other Batman spin-offs as well. So keep in mind, a lot of those Batman spin-offs that were initially announced pretty much all got canceled outside of the Penguin, which recently just came out for season 1, and a lot of people really, really enjoyed it. They actually kind of wanted season 2. So for me, as far as the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, I enjoyed it. I did, but I had a few issues with it. The first thing was the Alfred. I did not like the actor they chose to play Alfred. I didn't like him at all. Thought he had a terrible Alfred performance, honestly. The action really wasn't there, but I understood what Matt Reeves was trying to do, because initially when I was hearing like interviews with Matt Reeves talk about the movie, he wanted it to be more of the detective Batman that we kind of know and love, because Batman's monarch, kind of thing that people know him for is he's the greatest detective. So he wanted the Batman to be like that. So I kind of knew where it was going to go in that direction, but the action was kind of lacking as well.
Did he want him to be a detective? What detective work did he do in the movie?
He was figuring out
what the Riddler
was.
Did he call him up and give him the information?
I always have two comments on this movie that I always got to make, just because I think they need to be said. If the Batman movie had the same tone that it did for the first 15 minutes of it, like when it's first introduced and how it's all dark and whatever, if it carried a lot more of that tone through the rest of the movie, that would have been better. The other thing is he's a fucking shit detective, because he gets the picture of the iceberg lounge pretty damn early in the movie, and where the angle is, where the angle of where the picture's taken, he never goes there and just looks up to the left, and that's where the Riddler is the whole fucking movie. So he could have done that like within the first 40 minutes of the movie, and that would have been way better detective work than anything else he does. And he doesn't do it.
Done any detective work and it would have been better. But
yeah. So I think it was the actor's name was Andy Serkis. He was Alfred. That
Golem, man. Oh wait, you've never seen Lord of the Rings? Yeah, fair enough. Andy Serkis, yeah.
And he didn't have any good synergy with Robert Pattinson, and that's the best thing about Batman as a character, is his relationship with Alfred, as you see in many different iterations of the character, right? So I thought that was lacking.
Hard to live up
really
to
hard.
My Cocaine. Come on, like who could be My Cocaine?
And I do agree with you guys there too, where I was really involved with obviously like reading the interviews and listening to what Matt Reeves is talking about, and I know he had a big proponent on that detective work, like I mentioned earlier, but it didn't feel like it was anything super detective-y about the movie. It felt like fairly simple shit, it was super just by the number stuff. And keep in mind, I only watched the movie once, probably have to rewatch it again. Maybe I was not seeing what else he put together, what else did I not like? Oh, that's the thing, is I think Robert Pattinson's
dumbest Catwoman outfit ever. I'm just saying, like,
I'll go with Catwoman.
Come on, you don't need the whatever eyepiece for Catwoman. Like, come on, every other costume looks better.
So I'll agree with you guys, because I do. I'm not saying that just because obviously I'm a Riz master and I Riz with the ladies. Just kidding. So Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman was all right. She was all right. The movie itself, I wouldn't say it's too long, like some people said, but you definitely start to feel the runtime the more it goes. I feel like after the big reveal with that one character first, it should have just kind of ended. I feel like the third act is really forced. Yeah,
it kind of almost has 4 acts to it, and it's just too much.
Yeah, like I enjoyed the risks that it took, the liberties it did, but did all of them work? Some of them did, some of them didn't. And we're going to be going into talking about the Batman 2 getting delayed, because the movie was supposed to come out in 2026. It was already supposed to be filming right now, currently. But the updates were like, Matt Reeves is working on the script. Then they talked to Jeffrey Wright, who played James Gordon in that movie. He was like, bro, I've heard nothing about this. Like, one of the most prominent actors of the first movie was like, I've just been hearing nothing. And a lot of people have said the same thing too. Like, they haven't had a script prepared. They don't know what's going on. But Matt Reeves did confirm he's diligently working on it. Apparently, he had something happened to him, I guess you could say family-wise, that made him kind of stop working on the script. So if that did happen, understandable. If you have a family emergency or something that happened, you're going to not be able to work on it. But, the movie is going to have what? Because people talk about the delay. It's only going to be 4 years out. That's not going to be that bad. I mean, the Batman Begins to The Dark Knight was only about like 3 years. And you had Dark Knight to Dark Knight Rises, which was 4. So the delay isn't that bad.
The other thing with this... The other thing with this is they're waiting to see how Superman does, because if Superman fails, like WB already has like no money. They can't really be greenlighting all these projects when they have no money.
Especially like after Folie à Deux. Like man, that's so much wasted money. But on top of that, so you're right, like The Dark Knight, there was a bit of time in between those, but they didn't have an entire different cinematic universe being launched during that same time.
Yeah.
They're talking about bringing a few actors in as Batman and kind of doing an older one so that they could bring in the younger versions.
So I'm going to tackle to what you just said there. So I know you guys saw the video that me, Arza, and Tiny did on that one episode of the MSK show. So initially, at that current moment in time, James Gunn contemplated bringing in Robert Pattinson's Batman into the DCU. So I don't know how legally that would work, because Matt Reeves has a first look deal with Warner Brothers. But keep in mind, these kind of contracts are always geared towards favoring the studio, so they could easily amend that. But the thing here is, would people be okay with this version of Batman being in the DCU? Because this version of Batman was stated to be kind of like the same like stuff Christopher Nolan said. Yeah,
like Elseworlds.
Elseworld. Kind of more like non-fantastical, as they call it, right? But this is the thing. This is the problem that always kind of ruined DC for a lot of people. And hey, I like some of the different iterations we had on screen at the time. It's kind of stupid to have one version of Batman in one universe and then having this version around, right? I think you can do that later, but right now, if you kind of want to keep things in a cohesive manner where people can follow things for DC, because, continuity is always been a big problem for them, even in comic form. I wouldn't mind if they brought him in, but James Gunn did say he did contemplate it. But I think what Sci-Fact said is also true. I think they're waiting to see like Superman's reception at the box office, as far as word of mouth and money, to see if it's worth to bring him in. Because keep in mind,
it'd be really smart.
Yeah,
that's the way that they should be doing it. Because so we know not much about Superman, but that trailer really showed a lot of different vignettes, a lot of different characters in there. You don't need to throw a Batman into the universe. It makes sense to kind of wait on it.
You're right.
But I don't know, man. I got to be honest. I'm a lot more excited about Batman, or the Batman 2, now that Penguin kind of did a whole bunch of heavy lifting for me. I don't know. I thought, who needs that series? And then after seeing it, it's like, yes, I love this world. It feels like this is so much more in depth of a world.
It's pretty
I
crazy.
want to go back to there.
Pretty crazy. The best thing we got out of the Batman is the Penguin. Like that's like the best thing we got out of it. And like they were announcing that there might be like a Clayface thing coming out, and I'm like, I don't think they should do Clayface. I know he was in a Creature Commandos, so that's probably why they announced it.
I think that's stupid, honestly.
But what they should,
I think
they could do a really grounded. I think they should have done a really grounded Mr. Freeze, in my opinion. Like that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're going grounded at all for the Gunn universe, which is kind of cool, because we will have the 2. So I'm kind of excited to see that. But Gunn, they are just bringing in Clayface because of Creature Commandos.
Yeah, because James Gunn mentioned that he was inspired, obviously, like a lot of us, because we love the Justice League animated series, the DC AMU that we grew up with, because he wants like the universe to look like that to a certain extent, as far as like feeling tone. Because remember, these set of movies are supposed to be like grounded, like you said. But there's nothing. I always tell this, and I always disagree with people when they always bring this logic up. Grounded in reality is Batman, a guy that wears a bat suit and beats up people in the night. Guys, it's not grounded in reality. And in fact, it's the opposite of reality. It's literally not reality at all. So you could easily fit this universe into the DCU. You could. Because if things are supposed to be kind of separate and they're supposed to be super standalone, and then whenever they do converge and team up, it's very believable his Gotham could look like that in a DCU. There's no reason why it shouldn't. But then it just depends on success.
It's a little easy. it's like easier to I don't know, suspend disbelief about a guy who goes in the middle of the night and beats the crap out of people dressed as a bat than it is to say people who are flying around shooting laser beams out of their face. You know, there's a big difference in that.
And keep in mind, I think you guys have mentioned it as well. I didn't like his Bruce Wayne either. I thought it was the weakest aspect of his Batman.
Yeah, he was the weakest Bruce Wayne, man. Just the emo, brooding guy in the corner.
Ooh, yeah. And I got to be fair. I didn't like when Henry Cavill did it. I did not like when he did it. So you guys, I'm consistent in my views. I'm so glad to hear Matt Reeves' newest The Batman 2 comments after the DC sequel's release day. The Batman Part 2 director Matt Reeves' most recent comments about the sequel movie and its progress are great to hear after the news of the DC film's delay. The story of The Batman Part 2 is one of the most highly anticipated projects in the superhero genre. The Batman's ending, raising major questions about how the Dark Knight would deal with Gotham's desolation and who would be the follow-up villain for the hero to face. These questions became more key after the Penguin episode 8 closed the show, further enriching Reeves' Gotham and its lore. I know a lot of people have said Mr. Freeze, Hush, Court of Owls. Guys, Court of Owls, I don't know if people, I know a lot of guys don't even read comics, so I know you just say Court of Owls if you're a Batman fan, if you're a fucking retard. You can't just do the Court of Owls, okay? Court of Owls is something you literally have to build towards, otherwise you are going to not do it good. It can't just be something you just throw there. It's not something like that. You have to have a lot of setup there. I hate you. However, the Batman Part 2 has been delayed, with December 2024 seeing announcements that the sequel film will instead be releasing in October 2027. That's not a bad month. Keep in mind, it's Halloween, it's Batman. I can see the idea of it. This is complicated news for anyone who's been...
They do it in Halloween. They should do the long Halloween. That'd be smart.
Ooh, hey, gotta give him that. Hey, Cyfax, fist bump, bro, fist bump.
Sure, why not?
Oh my god, I give him. Hey, that was this motherfucker don't miss. Wow. This is complicated news for anyone who's been eagerly anticipating the movie's unveiling, especially since it was initially set for 2025 release date before this was altered to 2026 in the first place. With that said, Matt Reeves' new comments about the sequel are all the more welcome as they plant a more hopeful picture for the creation process and final result for the Batman Part 2. Also, that Barry Keoghan joke was terrible. That is just awful. Thank God that was deleted.
But I mean, I was gonna say it doesn't really exist. I don't know. Right. Even then, like if you're just teasing him in Arkham, that could be setting him up for years in the future. It doesn't necessarily have to be the next one, but fair enough. I am glad that one's cut out. He did a choice, and I don't like the choice he made.
Yeah, it was not good.
In a Golden Globes interview with Deadline, Matt Reeves discussed the Batman Part 2, stating, this is his quote, "I can tell you that we're going to be shooting this year and that we're excited about it. I can't really tell you anything except that we're excited about it. With the movie's delay raising questions about whether the rest of the production process will face a similar pushback, hearing word on shooting being shortly impending is promising to hear." While discussing the film, Reeves also explained how promising he found the work done thus far on this sequel, revealing, "What I'm excited about is I feel like we're doing something that absolutely continues where the story came from, but is something that I hope people are going to be really surprised by." Given Matt Reeves was also most recently involved in the writing process for The Penguin, which a lot of you guys enjoyed, which is good, which was praised for its writing and acting most frequently. This is similarly suggests a truly exciting storyline is on the way that pays off all of the careful work that has gone into setting up the universe thus far. After the announcements that the movie would be delayed again to 2027, these comments work effectively to offer a more promising picture of the project's status. This is both in terms of stating that the more active stage of production is directly impending and that the notable period wherein the script was being worked on has paid off, providing a result that manages to honor the movie that came before while also taking things in its own unique direction and thus ensuring that the sequel doesn't fall into the trap of being too identical compared to the original release. Also, another thing I didn't like about the movie was the Riddler's design. That's not the Riddler. That is just like some Saw dude. You might as well just call him Jigsaw, apparently. That's not Riddler. I'm sorry. That's not Edward Nygma. My Riddler
okay. Did you have the same problem with Jim Carrey's portrayal?
I didn't
Were
like his
you
either,
like
honestly.
protesting and being like, that is not my Riddler?
I just didn't. I thought it was so bad, honestly. Who's the Two-Face in that movie too? Oh, I forgot his name.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah,
Tommy
it was
Lee
terrible.
Jones, yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. Anything after like the first movie in that universe is terrible. I didn't even really like the first one. I didn't really care for those movies as much as other people did. I thought they're all overrated to a certain extent. Like fucking the Penguin one he did with Tim Burton. Like Danny DeVito was great as Penguin.
So
he was awesome.
Dude, Batman Returns is great.
Awesome.
Have you rewatched that? I've watched it like 3 or 4. It's not good. You have?
Dude,
you still
Catwoman, though.
Crazy. You guys are insane.
That is our best version of Catwoman ever. Great.
Yeah. Outside of the villain, those do not hold up very well. I do like me some Jack Nicholson as Joker.
I disagree.
You disagree with a minority? A person of color?
Oh, I disagree twice now.
Oh, God. God. In another Golden Globes interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Reeves reaffirmed his statement about The Batman Part 2, stating shooting in 2025, mentioning this next year is about getting into production and getting the movie going. The insistence that the sequel movie will begin filming in 2025 bodes well for the final film, as this leaves a 2-year window open for production and post-production to unfold before the release debuts, and leaves room for any prospective complications as well. Since expectations are so high for the Batman Part 2, because outside of the stuff we mentioned overall, a lot of people really did enjoy it. Following the first film and the positive reception of the Penguin, it stands to reason that giving the creative process this chunk of time to make the sequel a reality stands to benefit both the film and the franchise. This is doubtably true given the second movie in a series is ostensibly the trickiest of the lot, since it needs to maintain what made the first release work while also building a new path that keeps it worth watching and building for potentially even bigger follow-ups.
Nice job. I'm glad that you said ostensibly. Hey, one question, MSK. What do you think ostensibly means?
What do you think I think it means?
They're doing crack!
All right. While I have been fervently waiting for the original release of the Batman Part 2 and thus was hoping it would not be delayed, I ultimately think the decision to do so is for the best. Most obviously, since the early delays were in part to allow for more time on the script, pushing the release of the film back has avoided the potential disaster that having to rush the follow-up to such a clever and layered story as the original could have been. What the Penguin praised for its finely tuned and nuanced narrative, keeping this franchise strength in the sequel is paramount to its success. Well, keep in mind, everyone, I hope the sequel is good, because I don't really rate movies as much anymore. I just say if they're good, bad, whatever adjective I'm going to use. I would probably have to give the movie probably a 7 out of 10. If I were to actually rate it myself. I think there is room for improvement if you're talking about a sequel, honestly, you know? Secondly, it's worth noting that this overarching creation time isn't worlds away from the timeline for the Batman itself, as Reeves began work on the original movie script in 2017, meaning the time between this point and the film's actual release was 5 years ago. With the Batman 2 being announced in 2022, a 2027 release would mark a similar timescale, while the time between two releases in the same installment can be often smaller, as there's a greater understanding of how to execute certain parts of a franchise after the initial fray. Mirroring the original creation timeline likely means a similar result quality-wise. It doesn't. It actually does not. There's nothing to prove that. That's just literally luck. You could take longer with the movie and it could still come out like a piece of shit, or you could take the same amount of time and it could be good. But there's no guarantee just because they're taking longer, it's going to be good. That's just not how that works. Finally, this delay is in line with James. Go ahead.
I don't disagree with you, but I don't know. After seeing what they did with the Penguin, I want to give them more time. I totally trust him that he's going to need more time to get this right. It's fair enough. Like me. You have my interest now.
Give me more time.
Yeah, see how they actually combine all the characters now and see what story they go with, and it could be really good, man. They could do really well. I'm still saying I'm still holding out on it because of Superman, though, because a lot of this stuff could all get canceled.
For sure. That's a huge point. They wasted so much money on Folia.
Yeah.
Dude, they made so much money back though. They made $250 million. No, they didn't.
I think they made barely 200. Yeah.
Yeah, and by making, they made nothing because of the theater cuts. God, probably just grate them so bad. They deserve it too. Why was there a sequel?
They paid for their catering and probably all the rights for all the music. They probably covered that.
My God, at least like have Lady Gaga do a sex scene where you see her butthole getting spread wide open, like something. You know, he stroked in her like 2 times. Really?
No, instead you get
I mean, I imagine that's all that you'd be able to do as well.
No, I can do 5 strokes and I can last way longer than 5 seconds.
I don't know. At the right angles, Lady Gaga kind of looks like a dude. He might last longer that way.
That's just really gay. Oh my God! Finally, this delay.
There's a lot of rumors on that woman. Let's just say.
Hey, you know, the more the merrier, right? Big titties and nice ass. Just go head straight in. Just kidding. Finally, this delay is in line with James Gunn's comments about the production process for DCU projects. Gunn previously stated that the plan for releases, be they mainline DCU releases or Elseworld alternate universe spinoffs, is to only greenlight projects when they are definitely happy with the plan, and only begin things like casting and filming once the script has been finalized. That's fair. He's been consistent with that, so that's fine. With this in mind, it makes perfect sense that the Batman Part 2 would be delayed, especially since Matt Reeves' own comments suggest the extra time given to the project has made it something extra special already. So, yeah, how are we feeling about the Batman Part 2? You think the actual delay, you guys, gonna be a better movie?
If it actually comes out, it'll probably be pretty good. It sounds like they're actually putting some effort into it, and if it lives up to the quality of something like the Penguin, then great. Then we have something good to look forward to. That's about it.
Yeah, I think those are my thoughts exactly. Just, you know, I got to be honest, I wasn't super stoked to see the Batman 2. I didn't hate the Batman, but it was just like, okay, this isn't what I want out of a Batman. But man, after seeing Penguin, I feel like he knows that world now, and it is much more detailed of a world. I want to see what's going on in this, crime taking over everything version of Gotham.
Yeah, for me personally, I think it should have went the Arkham Origins route. Not as far as story-wise, because they can't really do that. As far as like what he was trying to do initially for that movie, where I felt like the Batman that he was talking about is the Batman that you got out of Arkham Origins, where he was able to do detective work competently. He was muscular. He was able to fight villains effectively. That's what I thought we were going to get in the Batman. But we got not that. We got a interesting take on the character. Like I said, I don't think the movie's anything that bad. Like I'd probably rewatch it again, but definitely a little too long. Definitely.
Also, the bulletproof suit is pretty weak, man. That's a weak choice.
Gosh, man. Good Lord. I remember, like, what was the part where the Riddler blew up a bomb in his face and you see no damage to him at all? So what the hell?
Yeah, he just comes walking out. Yeah.
I mean, it's a superhero movie. I guess you guys have to take by that logic. So, yeah, closing thoughts and opinions. Great, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I think they should take all the time they need. I'm totally cool with these being 2 separate worlds. I want to see James Gunn's version of this that is not this kind of understated, down to earth, like whatever you want to call it, gritty version that's somewhat more realistic. I want to see the superheroes do their superhero shit, and we're going to get that later this year. And hell yeah, if they're going to make him older. But, you know, after seeing the Penguin, I do kind of want to see a little bit more of this universe. And it sounds like they originally planned for the Penguin to just be a one-off. I don't know if they're going to stick to it with the success that it's had, but if they do, fair enough. I want to continue with this world. So yeah, give me the Batman too. I'm actually excited for it now. So they should take their time.
Yeah, same thing. They should just take their time with it if they can come up with a decent enough script and work out some of the kinks they had in the first one. And get a much tighter story. Don't give us a 4-act Batman, because that shit didn't work. Or like, some people liked it, whatever. I think that's the weakest part, one of the weakest parts about it. And yeah, I guess we'll see in a couple years. I think that's kind of weird that it got pushed back so far, but like I said earlier at the Superman comments, I think it's because of that. They're waiting on that. So we'll see. We shall see as it goes forward. But it's good that we're getting updates about it, at least. That kind of gives me some hope to see it.
Yeah, for me, I like what he's trying to do. I can see what he's doing. I just think there needs to be several fixes in number 2. Andy Serkis really has to work on his chemistry with Bruce. Like, one of the best things about Batman, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I love the connection they have in a lot of iterations. Even in some of the ones I don't like that much, the Bruce and Alfred relationship is still very key and pivotal. Theirs was just so bad, guys. I'm sorry. It was true. It's so awful. Holy fucking shit. So please fix that. And if you're going to do a villain, at least kind of make them look like something from a comic book. Like, that really wasn't Riddler to me. I mean, I guess he is. You look at this as far as a villain wise, but to me, it really wasn't Riddler. Fucking hell. What else? Detective work needs improving. I'll say that. And I would say a little bit more crime fighting action. We didn't really get too much of that, you know? So just shore up on some of the weak points. And I think he got a better movie there, you know? So,
I think that's what they did. I think that's what he kind of proved with the Penguin. And there is 2 items on a desk that kind of hint at where he might be going with a villain for the Batman too. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I hope it is that route. And I think he could do a really good kind of down to earth version of that one.
Oh, also fixes Bruce Wayne. Come on. It's Bruce Wayne. Come on. That was bad. It was not good. Fixes Bruce Wayne. Like I said before, just a second ago, little things can be fixed. They're not super bad. Well, some of them really are just really bad. Just improve on them, okay? You have a great idea here. You can make it work. You don't got to scrap the whole thing. Just kind of build on what you did before.
The other thing that's a problem with that is, if you have somebody who's going out with all this crazy expensive stuff, it's like, what kind of rich guy around here would have that? Who goes out and dresses like a bat? Is it the brooding emo billionaire in the corner? It might be that fucking guy. It just might be that guy.
Especially in a city that laid to waste that it's showing us in Penguin. Like, it would be kind of obvious. Like, okay, what kingpin is it, or what billionaire?
Like, if I was doing that, would you guys think I was Batman? You know,
no one's gonna mistake you for a superhero.
Oh, damn. Crazy. They would probably mistake me for All Might from My Hero Academia, right?
A robber.
They would mistake you for the superhero or the guy the superhero is catching. Yes.
That sounds kind of cool. And they'll be like, "Thank you, N-word." I'm kidding, guys. Oh shit. So thank you guys for checking out.
You saying thank you.
You guys suck balls. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're signing out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace. Wow, we knocked out 3 bangers tonight. You guys are knowledgeable.
Stepping on your outro there. I think I'm like a second delayed.
Don't mind. We're structure and quality. And I usually kind of figure if we do more shows like these, and I know you guys like them, I just have to be more quicker with getting out the videos themselves that we do on here. I notice the chat's always usually a lot more interested when we talk about this stuff because, you know, they're passionate in their own way about these characters.
You need to make your timestamps. You'll make it easier, man. Just timestamp whenever
you
start.
You're right. Holy shit. Yeah. Wait a minute. More work without getting paid? Oh, God.
I guess the other one that we didn't talk about that Warner is doing is like the most expensive movie ever. Is that F1? It also comes out like just before Superman. So like if both of those tank, which it doesn't seem like they're going to, but man, Stipex is not wrong. Like, will they have money to actually support the second Batman or second superhero?
WB's like in 50 billion in debt or something, or 40. It's crazy. they're not doing well.
But hey, Final Destination Bloodlines, I'm sure that'll put them in the green.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, John Watts.
That movie's going to make 10 billion.
Yeah, John Watts, the guy that can barely direct a superhero movie. He's going to direct a Final Fantasy. Holy shit. I'm sorry. John Watts, the guy that can barely do a superhero movie, is going to direct a fucking Final Destination movie. Like, what? I mean,
they should just find out. They need to find the people who do those Rube Goldberg machines on YouTube and just have them make a death trap, because that's all those movies usually are. It's a giant Rube Goldberg machine into a death trap.
Yeah,
just get those guys on YouTube. It's fun.
It traumatized the generation.
People who do it online all the time. So it's like, take those guys and just make them kill something at the end. Like, it's like that Family Guy skit. It's like, it's like, all it does is shoot you.
Yeah, that would be kind of. You're right, but still, when they do it right, man, are they able to traumatize you? Like I can't see what do they call those? The trucks that haul the trees
trucks with the logs,
without
the log haulers.
Yeah, without thinking of one of those. That scene from there. It's like, oh
yeah,
God.
forever. Yep.
Oh, I know a lot of you guys. I don't know if you guys seen this. I haven't, but John Watts did a movie for Apple TV Plus called Wolves with George Clooney, but he's not going to do a sequel because he didn't like them as a partner for some reason.
I've tried to watch it and I couldn't get into it. But the Apple has some good shows on there. Like Silo's pretty good, Shrinking is decent, and Bad Monkey is really good. I like that one.
Yeah, I liked Bad Monkey. Wolves is weird, man. I don't know. I
couldn't get into it
much, but some people really did. But if you want to see Clooney being Clooney and Pitt being Pitt, they're really doing it in that one.
And, Ted Lasso is pretty good. The first couple seasons, anyways.
Yeah.
There's a saying: "Owe the bank $1 million, the bank owns you. Own them $1 billion, you own the bank." WZ, you on crack? The hell are you talking about? How the fuck you mixed up Final Fantasy and Final Destination? Walter, I'm old.
It's a good question.
Final Fantasy is literally for losers. If you play those games, you're a nerd.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy tattoo, man. What the fuck? Like,
I'm kidding. I love me some
Final Fantasy is awesome. They didn't have the fall off after the second one, where Final Destination, it's never quite lived up to that.
Final Destination Bloodlines coming out on May 16th, 2025.
Because anytime you add Bloodlines to a name, it's gonna be amazing.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I generally forgot. John Watts initially. I forgot. No, I wasn't wrong. He's doing the story. Yeah, the guy that pretty much wrote not good Spider-Man movies is gonna write a horror movie. I think he was initially gonna be the director, but he said he just wanted to not be behind the camera this time around. So he's gonna be writing the story. The director is Zach Lipovsky.
I mean, a guy who can butcher a comic book movie, he might be able to find a way to butcher people. Like,
Yeah, pretty sure those skills are transferable. So, what movies did he do? What I can't. I think I butchered his name. Let me see. Zach Lipovsky. I can't.
Lipovsky.
Okay, as a director, he directed Kim Possible. He directed Freeze. Nice. He directed Dead Rising, Watchtower,
bunch of B movies.
Leprechaun Origins.
The Leprechaun Origins. Now he's doing Final Destination
the Sci-Fi Channel that looked like it was made by it looked like it was made for like a $2 budget. Tasmanian Devils.
Leprechaun in the Hood or bust, man. Come on.
Wait, but look at how artistic he was in 2007. Time Upon a Once.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, they did do a Kim Possible live action movie. Oh my God. How much did that make?
Why have you not reviewed it yet? This seems like it's right up your alley.
Why would I watch that over? Let's go watch the anime version.
I'm pretty sure you've worn out your anime version. Did you check out the live action Kim Possible?
I'd rather not. I'd actually rather not.
Can't even open his DVD case anymore. It's just stuck together.
Gosh. You know what's crazy? Rotten Tomatoes gave it there were 7 critics that reviewed it, and they gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Should I trust Rotten Tomatoes?
Wow. Not like their scores are always that great, but that's not the worst sounding live action score. Usually they're pretty on for those live action remakes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting. You're probably not going to make any more Leprechaun movies because why would you? The hell is Cop Car? I never seen Cop Car.
You see cop cars all the time, man.
Why are you lying to me? All right. I thought Rotten Tomatoes only went up to 5. No. As far as that's an aggregate. I guess their number was 7 out of 10. What else has come out? No, that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty much covered for tonight. We got some topics done. Quality content. I only accept quality around here. Anything else not that is just not gonna be here. Obviously, So we'll start outros. Gray, What you got planned coming up besides getting Kitty on the show?
Definitely not going to do that. But yeah, I will be streaming with her tomorrow morning. So yeah, if you're bored in the morning, go on over to That Darn Kidda's channel for The Thinkers. I do not know what we're talking about. I know she just got back from a trip to South Africa, so we might be talking about Africa. But
so she did see
there's. Yeah, of course. I mean, who doesn't go on
MSK is not invited? Weird.
Of course not. We want that channel to stick around. So yeah, I don't know. There's definitely going to be some topics, but it's people from like 3 to 5 different countries who disagree about everything, yet are able to walk away somewhat amicably. So if you want to check that out over at That Darn Kidda's channel, and then I will be reviving my stupid channel because I let it die. So new videos out soon. I think the first one will be released Friday after I do this stream on Charles's channel. So future videos. What about you, Syfax? What you got going on, man?
Well, tomorrow I'll be on Hold My DualShock's channel at 4:30 Pacific time. Then I'm going to see Wolfman, and then DA has 3 streams in a row. So he's going to do Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. Supposedly, we'll see. And I'll probably be on those channels for that. Saturday, it'll probably be at 10. Most of the nightcap stuff is all at 10 Pacific time. And I'll do a review on Wolfman as well after I watched it. So
I definitely want to see that. Want to hear your opinion on that.
Yeah, I'll be seeing it. I got tickets for 7:20 tomorrow. So probably sometime after 9, I'll make a little video on it, just a quick review. So we'll see. But it looks decent. We'll see what that girl who's going to play the female Silver Surfer can do in a movie instead of a TV show, because she was good in Ozark, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was going to say she was decent in that one.
Yeah, she's good in Ozark, but I don't know how she'll do as a main character or main lead in a movie. So I'll see that tomorrow. So that's about it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What you got going on, MSK?
Besides being good looking, hot, rich, and attractive, and having a Lamborghini outside.
So nothing.
You guys are just not my biggest fans. How do I convert you guys? Gosh, man. Kitty doesn't want to get canceled. She knows how dangerous it is to be on this channel specifically, especially in her country. I can't read, man. I'm old. What else we got planned coming up? Well, I got a lot of stuff. Speaking of things, I'm going to try and work on getting all of my pre-recorded content uploaded to Rumble. That was the goal this year. Working on getting the rest of the Iron Man podcast episodes uploaded to the podcast platforms and the Cloud9 podcast as well. And then I'll be uploading the rest of these episodes on there as well. And just working on being as consistent as possible. You guys have already seen me do it, and we're just going to keep doing it. That's it. We already got a lean, mean content making machine thing going on here, and I just want to keep doing it, and I'll definitely, announce to you guys when a certain show may or may not happen, given delays that happen throughout the year, because, some people have families and can't be on certain weeks, but it happens, what else is going on? So tomorrow, fingers crossed, I have that one-on-one with Kaida. We were supposed to have it last week, but he had a family issue where his daughter was a little sick, so we had to put it to this week. So tomorrow, one-on-one with Kaida, then the Cloud9 podcast. Then on Friday, I have a comic book review I'm going to be doing with The Last Comic Fan. He's another guy that I'll be doing comic book content with. So just in case Savage Jad's not here, I already have a backup plan that I'm going to be working on with him. So I'm not replacing Savage Jad. I just got another guy to talk comic books with, which is awesome. I love comic books. I love them so fucking much. So after that, we got Saturday. Usual Saturday panel show. Got some guests coming on. One returning that you already saw, a black man you guys like, and we got another guy coming on as well. And then Sunday we have the Cloud9 podcast. So, yep, that's it. So
good stuff.
Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. We'll see you guys later. Have a great night, buddy. See you guys later.